game for either of these teams.
McCain over the top and up and in. Nicely run play. And again, Filipowski going down.
But the
imploring him, dunk it. Don't give it up. Dunk it.
He got the message, OB.
I think he did. Filipowski on a nifty spin will finish that.
That's a tough move by Flip right there. Recognize there's no double.
7 in our first quarter final. Baycott with 14 and 10. R.J. Davis, 18 points. Filipowski leaning in. Flips it. Yes, it'll go.
We are wanting a call on that one.
Lane, a teardrop, no. Filipowski running the floor, but can't finish it. How about this racehorse style?
Didn't even see the outlet pass from Diarra, but he put it so perfectly in place, he was able to pick it up in stride.
Filipowski slams it down after a dribble. Just kind of opened up for him.
But Flip has been very aggressive. Nip and chuck affair for the entire 40 minutes.
Filipowski on the move on Diarra to the left hand. That's tough to stop.
He has put North Carolina State on a higher game when he starts going off the bounce, and every move has been aggressive.
Defensively, too. Already 3 steals as he connects again. And that's 12 points.
Flip's been a difference.
Second foul. Inbounded to Filipowski. He'll spin right into Diarra, and he tied him up. No foul there.
That's great defense by Diarra.
Pulling it out tonight, guys.
6 points so far for him. 2 for 5 shooting. He's got it on the wing. He finds Filipowski for the quick strike.
Nice execution by the Blue Devils after the timeout, getting Filipowski
in the first half. If you recall, they were 0 for 6 or 0 for 5 in this half before Filipowski's bucket. He'd like another. Try to go to the other side of the iron. We'll bounce it here and back up top. At 7 p.m. tomorrow here from D.C. with Dan, Jay, and Jess. Filipowski running right into Diarra, who collects the rebound.
Again, I'm at
point game. McCain looking inside. He'll spin to the paint for 2.
And that's the way Flip's going to have to play. He's no double team coming, recognizing that Diarra, as good as a defender he is, too small for Flip. And Flip, once again, back at it, going to that left hand. They can't stop him. He's going to force Kevin Keats to have to bring the double team.
11 minutes to go. Filipowski, body to body on Burns. Got it back. He finished it. He earned that one big time.
He absolutely did.
Filipowski determined to get under there into a double. Diarra slaps it away. And Horn and Duke crashing the glass, but down by 8 with 6.5 minutes to go. Filipowski stepping into a triple. O'Connell with the rebound. Sees Diarra up ahead.
Floor.
Filipowski going strong and made it. He'll be heading to the line. Duke has to hustle. Proctor to the paint. Tipped up and in by Filipowski.
Great touch by Flip there as Proctor now runs away.
Proctor. Filipowski turning, going in strong, and he's got 2 more. 71-69.
Con Proctor. Un pase bueno para Filipowski. Parecía que podía intentar disparo. Mano derecha, luego hacia la izquierda. El jumper y la canasta. Caen los primeros puntos de los Blue Devils. A quienes vemos en esa toma se van a encontrar muchísimas veces. 2 muy buenos jugadores. Roach con Filipowski. El disparo falla. Rebote para North Carolina. Tomó la tabla Harrison Ingram.
En ese intento de 3, por eso es que tiene que recular. Y ahí Tyrese Proctor haciendo una buena defensa.
El tiro libre que valía de 2, falló Filipowski. Luego corre. Esperar los Blue Devils. Hay que manejar esto poco a poco. Buenas decisiones. Filipowski para adelante, para atrás. Intenta el triple, no le da ni al aro. Esto es justo lo que no hay que hacer. Hay mucho tiempo. Duke en defensa a North Carolina. McCain fue el que tomó el balón. Este es muy buen pase, solo para el triple. No aprovecha Duke, pero hay rebote ofensivo. Proctor por 3, tampoco en segunda oportunidad. La tercera fue la vencida. Buen remate de Kyle Filipowski. Del otro lado, Duke tratando también de ponerle ritmo a la ofensiva. Este es Jeremy Roach. Viene a Filipowski. Que tardó un segundito para darle espacio. De cualquier manera aprovecha el físico, dispara, falla. Ya empezó la segunda mitad, se tardaron como hora y media en regresar. Ya los queríamos ver y aquí andan los Blue Devils que empiezan, fallando como acabaron la primera mitad. El triple que falla North Carolina. Ahora Duke. Ryan empezó con 3 triples encestados de manera consecutiva. Buena canasta de Filipowski porque cuando el balón no es el más natural botando, sin embargo ya está cerca de la pintura, aprovecha su fortaleza física, va a trabajar el mano a mano. Filipowski se eleva, consigue los puntos. En los Blue Devils están mitad Filipowski con esas 3 personales, 6 de diferencia. Aquí está Filipowski, amaga, se anima por el 3, perfecto, solo red.
Es hombre de arco, bueno, en el perímetro no va a afectar, pero él es el que tiene que estar ahí en tierra de gigantes, haciendo pantallas.
Se quedó corto aquí Filipowski, ahí viene.
¿Cuál es el mejor poder para derrotar al rival? Se llama Armando Babe.
¡Ole! ¡Qué buena canasta, Puso en el aire Filip.
Ahorita no hace más porque sabe su situación. Sabe que una falta más y tendrá que descansar y falta mucho de partido.
Triple corto, buena tabla ofensiva para Duke. Segundo por Jeremy Roach. Quedan 5 para disparar. Filipowski contra Baycott. Duelo estelar. Muy forzado y el resultado es que no le da ni al aro. Y viene North Carolina a recuperar. Oficialmente la cuota que ha tenido Harrison Ingram en este duelo, 12 de 70 que tiene North Carolina. Veíamos la estadística. Pocos partidos permiten los Tar Heels 9 de ventaja.
15 puntos para Cormac Ryan viniendo desde la línea de 3.
¡Olé! Kyle Filipowski responde el triple Kane. El público respondiendo. Kyle Filipowski lo quiere ganar solo, tira lámina. Buen trabajo, ¿qué digo? Buen trabajo, gran trabajo de Baycott en defensa.
Filipowski coming off 21 on Saturday. The shots aren't falling right away for Duke, obviously.
Shots that Casey Morsell got last year, sort of the catch and shoot variety. And they had Jarkel Jordan and Waving Smith.
Filipowski short with a triple. Makes 35% here. Filipowski, he will connect.
Get a little cross screen, little to big.
Filipowski turns to fire, knocked it down, a 3.
Diarra gave a little bit of help when he thought it was going to be fantastic. It was his athleticism, his energy. He's made a bunch of big plays.
Filipowski off the fake, got Diarra airborne, and he completes it.
They're going to have to foul a lot to get there.
Not going to do that. Shot clock again down to 3. Filipowski attacks and lays it in.
It turned out to be a great decision.
Filipowski takes the ball down the floor off an Isaac McNeely miss. He tries to get post position on Jordan Minor. He ducks inside. He misses. He grabs his own rebound and scores.
That's big. I like the initial surge because what it did was it.
3. Filipowski with a rebound. And Duke has a quick numbers advantage here. Minor comes back to defend. Filipowski has the switch on Beekman and takes advantage.
That's going to be a great challenge.
And John Shire said establishing role definition.
Yep.
Filipowski going to work on Buchanan, and he muscles it in with a left. An early 6 for Filipowski, who is there, floated it long. A rebound for Tyrese Proctor, slashing into the lane. Here's Filipowski for 3. Harris's first shot is one he'd like to forget. Filipowski from Proctor in the lane. Filipowski.
There's just, particularly in transition.
Pace and pace, I guess.
Yeah. Well, let her fly. They go in. Good luck.
Stewart.
Nice.
Terrific find. Filipowski's got 13, and Sean Stewart playing really good minutes, a freshman. In a sea of waving hands.
What about Andy Katz, who's right in front of him?
Look out, Filipowski! Just scored. A little too far for Filipowski. Will back into Groves. Has a big advantage on him physically, and yet Groves has a blocked shot, only his 7th of the year. Well, head coach.
If you're not getting to the free throw line, you're not the aggressor, and you're not working through progressions and options within what you do offensively. That's good defense.
2 blocks for Dunn. He ties up Filipowski on the second. And the ACC shot block leader, Ryan Dunn, will turn possession. In the moment, people have a tendency to react. And can we think about this? Can conferences think about this? Can schools put together a plan as Filipowski finishes? Because you can tell students not to do it. They're going to keep.
Yeah, we expect to win, but the reality is I played basketball for Penn State, so.
That's not nice, but it is true. Filipowski finishes again. He is dominating this front line. Knight knocked away. Good play there by Jalen Blakes, junior from Somerset, New Jersey, getting some run. Inside, Filipowski missed a dunk.
Seen many threes of late from Louisville, just 10 in their previous 3 games.
They had just a good side when the first one goes down, and Duke trying to be conscious of controlling the paint on both ends. Some of the takes that was said about that, I think it's a little aggressive, and I think now everybody can calm down a little bit, and then the cooler heads prevail, and we come up with a proper solution.
Filipowski banged his knee in that court storm without a field goal so far. To the left hand, and that's his first made basket. 3 points for the Sun. Proctor gets it to Filipowski in the high post. Right by Glenn, and it falls in.
That's the guy you want to get it to. Big target, has the most productive year for a freshman. And no player in the league has more responsibility on the team than he has.
Yeah, that's fair. Now, for the record.
And again, I think Jared McCain's had a great year and wouldn't be disappointed if he got the award. I just think Marcus Burton is just has so much on his plate, and as he goes, the Fighting Irish go.
But there's a few teams in the ACC you can't lose to where it can really hurt you as Filipowski cleans up. Can't lose to Louisville, can't lose to Georgia Tech. And, you know, you want to say you can't lose.
See at 12-3. A Wake team 4th in the league and leading 4-2 in the first 3 minutes and in search of the NCAA tournament. A bucket from Filipowski, the top.
Defensively, he gives you that vertical threat at the rim. They love throwing it up to him out of that pick and roll.
Filipowski swirls down a 3. This atmosphere, if you're just joining us.
Those guys in front.
A couple downhill drivers for Wake Forest. Duke's hit 3 triples. Wake Forest doesn't have any. And Filipowski goes to the cup with the left hand. By 3. Filipowski flash to the block. Goes up for 2 more.
And that's where I'd love to see Phillips for a guy who has played that well this season.
He's got 9 of the 19. Filipowski stepping out this time. No doubt. Wait, Proctor. Offensive rebound, Roach. Filipowski. And that one goes down for Filipowski, and he's got 8.
Duke has been a much.
Filipowski jockeying with Reed. He's got just the 1 foul in this half. Filipowski, a 3. Wide left and an air ball. And Wake's going to have 5 seconds. Tough follow-away. And Filipowski the follow. Crowd wanted basket interference. They don't get it.
You love how aggressive.
Finds Filipowski again. Goes back to work on Efton Reed. Filipowski, follow it and go. Mitchell cleans it up and draws the foul here in Winston-Salem. One of a sellout crowd of nearly 15,000. Wrapped back for Filipowski. Too strong. Carr battles on the boards. And he's 6 up, matching a career high. Proctor. Back to Filipowski. Left it short. Loose ball, Hildreth. A Wake run out. Hildreth. McCain comes to get it from Filipowski. McCain back for Filipowski for 3. No! Rebound Miller.
Outstanding defensive.
Still plenty of time for Duke down by 5.
You don't need it.
Proctor for Filipowski for three. Man, 2-point game.
Minutes in this game. That's why a guy like Paul Jobay is getting more time, and with all the injuries, Jim Larrañaga is trying to patch it together game by game. As Kyle Filipowski, who came into the game,
reminded me a little bit of Anthony Black, that played for Arkansas last year as a freshman, went into the NBA draft and was taken number 5.
Filipowski, beautiful reverse jam.
When he comes in, and his shooting numbers are ridiculous. He's close to a 50, 40, 90 guy. It's absurd.
Filipowski with the left hand. And it's down to Watson and Miami.
And Miami have
back. 3 threes in the first half for Roach. Foster on the drive. Filipowski wide open. And the rebound down to Foster.
Long shots lead to long rebounds. The guards can get those.
And the second time it'll go. Filipowski with a 3, the 9.
Over to the baseball stadium in Marklight and had a shake, and it was quite a difficult day for us. But how about those straws? They were like fire hoses.
Yeah. And you know what? Filipowski calling for it, gets it, and hits it.
Miami got switched off, so Bensley Joseph was just trying to front.
FSU just 2-5 in their last 7 in the ACC. Is McCain on the spin. Nice dish. Filipowski will get it in.
Great play by Jared McCain, recognizing he was going to have sure that's not what John Shire wanted to see defensively from his team on the first possession, because he knows Darrington Green can get them back really quick.
Filipowski with a quick answer on the other end. Filipowski, a high post. Likes that move. And overcame another big in Jalen Gainey. It looks like Florida State of
19. And where he led the Ivy in block shots.
Filipowski well short. That was with the shot clock winding down.
You know, what we've seen from Leonard Hamilton is Sean Stewart does a great job defensively coming up with the steal.
Roach up ahead. Filipowski to slam it.
Give Sean Stewart a lot of credit. Getting out 40 feet from the basket. A double-digit game.
Filipowski with the touch. Going strong. Follows his miss. That's blocked high out of the sky by Watkins. Long one hit by guess who? On the move, Jeremy Roach coming in at 14 points a game from the corner. Switched in by Filipowski. What a nice start for him.
That's a great.
Who's 37% beyond the three-point line as a team. Filipowski will try one here. And caught a lot of iron. He hit his first one, but not that one. Filipowski working on the 7-footer Marsh. Swooping in for 2. That's a veteran move.
That is definitely a veteran move. And you could go to the offensive glass, but before he was having to be one of the guys getting back on defense.
There's 4 rebounds already tonight. Filipowski way short. And now waiting that third foul. Captain Reed now does have 3. So they did change that to him. But Filipowski will knock it in.
Even though he did get that third foul, he was very productive. Great job defensively by Filipowski to get back and go vertically, not picking up the foul on the break.
Filipowski wants it again from downtown. Well, he hit his first one. He's missed the last couple.
Of course, you know Duke has a roster full of McDonald's All-Americans, one to another right there.
Filipowski open again. 26.
Two doubles, you see it skims the arm of Carr.
Roach, some contact there. Filipowski knocks it down. And that's the end of the half. There were a lot of calls reversed in the first half. Very high number. That's unusual. Filipowski. Oh, it was in a cylinder. Somehow it kicked out. For Wake Forest, as you mentioned. Wake Forest has never led in the game. Filipowski will try another.
He chased that one. He knew it was off. But Mark Mitchell once again getting 4, so just pretty much concedes the layup.
Duke's biggest lead has been 8. Cut to 3 now. Filipowski with a nice scoop. He has 13 points.
Nice adjustment.
He's got a tip. On the move, McCain. Back to the big guy. Filipowski got hit inside the head, but makes another one.
No one else in double figures for the Deacons.
Filipowski went up strong and laid it in.
And Filipowski gets all the glory for that
tonight. Foster splits the defense. Got it down low. Filipowski lays it in.
Just a different level of resistance.
In this building, you can set your defense. You don't want to be playing in transition against Duke.
Now Filipowski will take it into post and miss one right at the rim. An early miss shot. Harris, tremendous vision, and a three won't go for Claudell Harris Jr. Filipowski can shoot from out there, and will. They're 1 for 5 as post is off the mark.
Well, the 2 times post has gone to the block. Duke has brought the double, so Quentin Post bringing his game outside.
Filipowski scores right through. An early 5. Start of the year has all 7 points for BC. It's a Duke team coming off an 18-point win over Notre Dame in this building Wednesday and shooting it well. Kyle Filipowski could not hit there, but the offensive rebound there, but Sean Stewart fumbled it out of bounds.
See, that would be a coach's assist, meaning when John Shire goes back and watches film, he's giving him credit for that.
Filipowski shot blocked, and Lockton was there in traffic with a couple of eagles. The mark, 1 for 9 now for BC from deep. Filipowski has space inside Zachary.
Not when you just went side to side, swing, swing, and score.
Filipowski in the post. Holds up well with a 1 foul. The post is little points. 4 1/3 assists per game. Eagles are still lingering here in this first half. Filipowski is 3 for 8 now in the first half.
Will go up. Plus, it's harder to box him out on glass.
The great point is not just about getting the first basket, it's about getting the offensive rebound. As Filipowski's shot was airmailed there. That's
all game.
39% three-point shooter. Harris has 3 of BC's 4 tonight. Filipowski, pretty soft contact by McLaughlin. He's called for the blocking foul.
Trying to keep Post from getting hot.
Zachary trying to body Filipowski. That ball was knocked out of the cylinder. All kinds of hands in there. It'll be a goaltend. That's been really their strength offensively, especially in conference games this year. They've been very good from deep. That's Filipowski with his second three.
I mean, they just as a point guard, being a threat on the top of the floor. Keep running the same stuff, Kevin.
Got a good look for Filipowski, just couldn't finish. With a couple of steps, and Foster couldn't finish, but McCain is there to set up Filipowski. McLaughlin against Filipowski. Left short. McLaughlin taps it to himself.
Roach a hesitation. Back for Filipowski. Oh, the spin.
Then he's going to be really dangerous.
You also have to remember, WD, Mark Mitchell was a 3-man last year. He's primarily been a 4 this season for the Blue Devils. His Flip is able to get one to go in the paint.
First points for Filipowski, by the way.
Well, and that goes back to what we were talking about. The consistency. Kyle Filipowski.
And boy, what a play by Filipowski to keep it alive from behind John. With the right hand. Nope. And Davis out of there with it. Numbers. And we told you the offensive stuff is not pretty in league play, especially. Dead last in all 4 of these categories.
On the season, Notre Dame averages 14 turnovers per game. Coach, that's a byproduct in single digits. So I honestly would have liked to see Micah Brayton let that one go.
Filipowski could not finish. Ended up under the basket. Here's Notre Dame, another chance. Field goal. It's a 10-point game. Notre Dame had a chance to cut it to 6 twice. Filipowski had it blocked. That's Davis on the rejection. By the way, Jalen possession for Duke. Filipowski just bullying Davis. Look at this shot. Wow.
Because off balance and a bit erratic for Flip.
That's about the 5th time we've
Stood over Foster for 3. Too strong. Konechny couldn't get it. Stewart does. Tap foul. We're going to get a timeout.
That cost him some time. They were without Roach for a while, Mitchell for a while. What a matchup this figures to be. Filipowski and Bacot. And Filipowski strikes early, shoot the free throw line, and he can beat you in the mid-range game as well. Filipowski right into the chest of Bacot, who wins the battle. To the moment. Two-man game, Proctor and Filipowski. He can pop and shoot, he can spin, but he doesn't finish here as he tried to take Bacot off the dribble. The transfer from Stanford. Hubert Davis just loves him. Filipowski short on the 3. Lots of banging between these two. And a fadeaway by Filipowski will go.
Kyle Filipowski has 6.
Largest lead of the game for the Heels. Filipowski misses the 3. Bacot the uncontested rebound.
And it has been one shot. Cadeau could get it.
3rd assist of the game for the freshman Cadeau. Foster and the follow by Filipowski.
It's almost like Foster just threw that up, knowing that when Bacot came up,
he knew he missed it, charges after it and gets the rebound. Oh,
that was a foul.
Wow. Duke will take the dunk by Filipowski.
Yeah, Carroll on the deck, and when he did, he just turned to the baseline side away from the double team.
This is the Bacot Carolina knows, and this is the Bacot Carolina's been looking for in recent games, and they are certain.
Something really difficult, really well.
Filipowski open for a 3. Tremble, what a rebound.
And when he grabs the rebound,
Filipowski again. And somehow gets that to go and kind of waves his hands up in the air. Rebound.
Well, McCain's got double-figure rebounds as well, doesn't he?
Filipowski, strong finish right into the chest of Bacot.
Well, you take away one shoulder and his expression hasn't changed. He just keeps working.
Keeps getting better every year. Filipowski with a much-needed 3 for Duke.
This has been turnovers and Harrison Ingram.
Filipowski open for a 3. Not close. He is now 1 for 6. And then Notre Dame is at Cameron Indoor at 9 Eastern. Filipowski muscles his way in and draws the foul. 18 points now for Filipowski.
Him up for that 3. You can't let that come out on the ball side.
Boy, Bacot forced Filipowski into another tough shot.
And another guard coming.
Beat up on others the rest of the way. But right now, these two teams, 1 and 2 in the league, as Filipowski lays it in.
Kane gets it up top for Proctor. He was the star on Saturday, nailing those foul shots with 1 second to go. Filipowski off the window, and that's going to spin out. Mitchell has it blocked by Lynn Kidd. They gave it up there. Mitchell will collect the loose ball, and here come the Blue Devils. And a very quick strike on the opposite end by Filipowski.
And that's something that can get Filipowski going to eat.
The 7-footer squaring up on the basket. Now spinning, still working hard, and drops in a bucket.
And you can see the emphasis by the Blue Devils to try to get Filipowski
at 43% at the three-point line. Filipowski on that spin, loves that move, and hits another one.
Well, I can tell you right now, Flip probably has more production at noon.
Today.
At noon today to get into this game with a tip at 7. He says, oh, this must be the notorious D.O.B. He has been watching O.B.
Duke has dropped 2 consecutive games here over the last couple of seasons, so trying to break that skid, and they're going to get it down low for a quick strike from Filipowski. Filipowski. Poteet Trying to stay with him. Plenty of contact. Filipowski gets it back, and now he draws the foul as he hits the deck. Filipowski with a touch. Both feet in that paint, drops it in, and a whistle too.
That's tough to guard right there. There's not going to be a double field goal percentage, and also shooting 38% from beyond the three-point arc.
Filipowski back in playing with the 4 fouls. Tough shot, but he makes it.
And again, it's just so much time. I mean, if you're going to allow...
Miller, Spears, Watkins, Green, and Green. It's Watkins. Bound down to Spears. Minute 22-point game. Primo Spears will get it back to Green. Spears gets a screen from deep. Lee Cassell waves the index finger for a review.
Ooh, that's going to be close.
Filipowski with a rebound. He's grabbing 9 a game. He has 23 career double-doubles. Nice spin to the paint, but no. Hunter went for the dunk. He thought he got fouled on the play. Still debating that. They've got numbers. Filipowski can't stick it. He's had kind of a rough first half. He had relatively easy shots he's not making. He's not taking many either. Kane off the fake. Filipowski straight on. A lot of iron, but can't hit it.
Great play by McCain. Coming up, getting the turnover.
Filipowski working hard. Short. It has not been his.
Bigger stature than Gerard.
Roach gets it in. Filipowski heading for the lane on the spin. Hit. He hit the shot and fouled as well.
For doing that, you would have loved playing for me, John, because I'm all about letting that thing fly. Here's Filipowski on the business end, and a great look from Roach.
Yeah, that guy, Sky Clark gets another one. It's easier to define what progress really is. Here, progress is wins.
Yep.
That's the hardest thing. Progress is outcome.
Tyrese Proctor back at freshman guard from Brooklyn. Ugly Hatfield trying to deal with Filipowski, who just bullies his way to the rim, but it rolls off, and Louisville has it. Down by did everything but go in.
I mean, between Mitchell and Filipowski, I don't know how he got it off.
Filipowski misses. Jalen Blake back from big deficits. They did it in Chapel Hill a couple of weeks ago. Got down big, got back within 5 in the second half before the Tar Heels pulled away. Filipowski can't find him. Huntley Hatfield now with 8.
Well, this is what I want to see what Duke does. I mean, where do you get to what you like? That's a good shot. Hard to say no to that. I just feel they can
continue to fight back, showing some grit, down by a dozen. See if they can get a stop here. Filipowski misses off the front of the rim, and Kyle's had a little bit of an up and down shooting now.
It becomes a higher percentage 3.
Louisville's hit 5 of 12 from behind the arc. Showed you a graphic earlier in the game. They've shot it better over the last 4 or 5 games. Of course, for the season, haven't taken. Filipowski tries to quiet the crowd. Proctor will try it. Hatfield as Filipowski was guarding him. Mitchell there to help him out. Here's Kyle working inside. Filipowski, a little bit of a tough night shooting the basketball.
Easy dunk.
Filipowski off the pass fake. He misses. Rebound by Mike James. James free throw lines, a 5-point game. Filipowski using that pivot foot brilliantly, and Kyle Filipowski. I think McCain might have gotten away with a little push off. 5 on the shot clock. Filipowski over the top of White. Kyle gets his own, and White got time goes on. Shot clock inside 9. Filipowski to work. Filipowski the left hand, and the foul for Kyle Filipowski.
That's a tough ask to cover that in space, because he's
not that he would have let it fly.
We haven't gotten to that time and score portion of the development yet.
Filipowski all the way.
Caleb Foster back to Filipowski with Federico defending at the block. He'll make the move. Fall away against the double team is missed. Low the recovery. Fifth difference.
Guys who's really developed as the season has gone on, Wes. He's played pretty well recently.
Lead back to 9. Filipowski. And Filipowski with Diaz-Graham defending. Tough matchup for Guillermo, but Pitt managed to scrape that out of there.
I thought Austin came in with a nice job helping out.
Here's Filipowski working against Federico. Backs down, now turns over the right hand and scores. Kyle Filipowski now, first field goal, Dan, comes with 2:30, almost too hot to handle. Out front for Filipowski, 10 to shoot, he'll launch on the 3 and hit. Second field goal for Filipowski, 4.5, 10 in the game now.
He's got those 4 fouls.
Yep, Bub still on the bench. Here's Filipowski shooting, a 3 that's good. Filipowski with 13 now in the ball. Filipowski with Federico defending. Henson stood, took it, blocked. That's 4 on Henson, and the goal gives Duke the tie. 4. Federico. Filipowski ran him into a screen, fires for 3. Carrington now on the floor with 4. The rebound for Pound. Federico hit the deck. Here's Proctor front court. Duke trails 4. Filipowski the 3 in transition. And Young the rebound. And a foul on Federico.
5-point game,
yep.
So the 3 has to come into play someplace here.
Here's Foster trying to get to the basket. Kicks for Filipowski. He'll launch and hit. Kyle Filipowski now, and John.
So the 4 guards around Filipowski, including Foster, gives it up to Roach. Post entry for Filipowski, who is oh so hot at the Pete, misses his first one tonight. Here's Miles Kelly. They're up 25 at halftime. Knocked down 9 threes in the first half. John Shire loved the defense as well. Filipowski plus a foul, and that's 2 on Dongo just over 2 minutes in. Filipowski backs down, 1-on-1. Filipowski, the drop step and the finish.
One thing we talked about, as good as Filipowski's, I throw a straight line pass, Skip. It's not bad defense, just a better pass.
Proctor working with Filipowski in the pick and roll, and 2 more for Kyle Filipowski, up to 7.
Too easy. Equated it to a boxing match. He says, you know what he thinks their style of play does. They're going to keep everything in front. They'll give that to Filipowski. They don't want him on the inside.
He's got a 3. Inside and outside, and he's got Filipowski with Dongo sitting, has E.B. Dewana on him. Filipowski spinning, and it rolled off. Another offensive rebound for Ryan Young. Long range. Dongo in the game. He's got Filipowski. He's got the 2 fouls, so he's got to go straight up, and did pretty good work.
Great job, just going vertical there, and always opposite because he's putting pressure on the big and forcing the weak side guard to come help.
Filipowski is blocked by Kelly, who then bounces it off Filipowski and saves it. Joining us, they're without Mark Mitchell. He's got a sprained knee. Roach no. And Klotz secures it. 11 of the night in about 15 years. Filipowski, face up, spin move, rolled out, got his own miss, and gets fouled. That was something John Shire said to his team at the start of shoot-around today. He said, force Kelly to dribble, because when he does, he's 20% shooting from the floor off the bounce. He's got another rebound with the score locked at 31.
And the different bodies that they can put at him. He had 9 assists.
Filipowski drives and forced one up.
Better at that mixing, when to be aggressive and when to find teammates. As he's showing you, he's found it.
Filipowski down the lane, and it rolled off. George springs to it. Only blemish for him.
Proctor's the guy that we know has got All-American consideration.
There's Filipowski, part of that starting five. He scores on the block, and you see it is those five that's
going to stop the ball. And Foster's just not as aggressive as it needs to be because they're trying to give everything to Filipowski, and that's fine. Sometimes you just got to play.
Big block by Jafara Gapari on Filipowski. The Proctor injury a month and a half ago.
Well, that's what they prided themselves on, and just spraying the ball around and moving it.
No dice from deep for Filipowski.
And you've seen the last few possessions, it's been Filipowski over the top. He knows they're going to switch. He's so far advanced in what he sees. And it helps that your coach is a great point guard.
Gapari, another block on Filipowski. And the lob.
I know people are watching saying, hey, you just chop. What do you switch? Then you got Dongo on you got Filipowski on the guard.
Filipowski steps out, hits his second three. He's got 19. Filipowski the pick. Filipowski, Euro to the cup.
This is how the four-guard lineup needs to play. It's playing with a ton of confidence.
They had 14 in the first meeting. Knocked down 4 threes. Filipowski wide open. Hits.
Love the decision by Blakes. 3 in mid-range will be there for him anytime he wants.
Filipowski answers. Back and forth we go.
Wow. No easy games.
Roach sits. He was on the court for 59 seconds after returning. Filipowski got his own miss. Had it blocked, but a tip is down for Filipowski. He's up to 29 and might have got poked.
Lineup, of course. You've got, we told you, Jeremy Roach, and then Filipowski and Mitchell inside, and Filipowski taps back home his own miss to open the score.
They come over to help on the driver, and he's
10 to shoot, and here's Foster. Back for Filipowski. On the drive in traffic, a little shot fake gets him his second field goal.
He struggled last game around the basket. He missed 3, 4 of those.
Closer and then take advantage of the size against Roach on the block.
Filipowski against Diaz-Graham. That's a tough guard there, Coach.
But that's where the difference for a long time.
10 to shoot for Duke. Foster trying to get baseline on low. Found it through traffic. Filipowski's 3. 9 for Flip here in the first half. His 14th triple of the.
But Coach, when you are playing against playing a zone against a team that shoots it this well, what are the principles that you have to stay involved with?
Well, first of all, it doesn't matter. They played man that time, but you got to get out deep as Duke. You can have a guy Mitchell comes off 2 career highs, and now he just hasn't really got anything tonight. But that guy is coming off a couple bad games and having a big game.
All right, now you're a Bills fan apparently.
Yeah,
you're part of the Mafia.
That's their practices this year.
There you go.
Under the
Filipowski a deep 3. What a half for Filipowski. Roach had 7 points, but also 4 first half assists. Filipowski a soft fall away. 18 or 19 now on his 8th field goal rather.
And 3 or 4 times tonight where it's an easy basket. He's got to learn to secure that and get it in the basket.
Filipowski squares for another one.
Also got to learn not to hold that hedge too long if he's got to get back to a guy that's formula. No, it only helps. And again, of course, I've truly learned a lot about the NCAA tournament and the selection process from my guy to the right here. Coach Boeheim schooled me on a lot of this, and one of the first things he told me was, do you want us to use that word? Because, of course, the word cocky has a negative connotation to it. People used to call me that all the time. And so, therefore, but as you mentioned, he uses it in a positive way.
Yeah, I like this.
Arkansas. There is Foster making a 6th straight start and off to the wing for Jeremy Roach. And now Filipowski straight on swirls out a 3. Mark Mitchell the offensive rebound. Jarrett. Kevin Jai couldn't get it to go against Filipowski. And Duke's been pushing more ever since the Tyrese Proctor injury. Filipowski went to the rack but couldn't finish.
Quick shot, but these were contested. Yeah. You don't want to do that.
McCain bounces for Filipowski. Just 2 points so far. Kevin Jai stuck right with him, and then Jai rips down the rebound.
They're going to be in that situation quite a bit because, again, Burton's the guy that when the shot clock gets low, he can beat his man and make a play.
Filipowski left alone. Can't connect from deep. Burton a block out and off the screen. Back out for Foster. Jeremy Roach, the only guy who's made multiple shots for Duke. Filipowski missed another in close, and he's 0 of 5 from the floor.
Job there, getting there quick before help can come.
Filipowski going to work on Kevin Jai, still held without a made field goal.
Yeah, he's missed a couple of bunnies.
And now Roach to Filipowski with a mismatch. It's a double. Filipowski banks it out. Can't stick the three.
Yeah, you can tell he's frustrated now, and he's got some starter experience. And
Filipowski. There it is for Kyle Filipowski on his 8th attempt, his first make.
It's frustrating. Big. And they've gone to him coming off down screens again. Someone else, his way of contributing is off down screens and catching and shooting is his strength.
Filipowski driving too strong, and Tate Davis has it. Filipowski with a face-up on Kevin Jai. Goes spinning. Filipowski, no. And the rebound to Kerry Booth. Until now. Roach for Filipowski. Filipowski drives. Got it to go. And a foul. These are game situations.
Yeah, you got to make free throws there. But they're still in this one. They got time to defend.
Filipowski too strong, trying to run down his own miss, and McCain tipped it out to Foster.
Trying to drop through, and now come the Duke Blue Devils. Duke and Syracuse have met 21 times. Oh, nice move there. And Filipowski thought he got hit on the arm, but no whistle.
Well, that Judah Mintz in particular, he roams around the half-court area, and if you're not strong with the ball, he has very active hands, and he gets his hands on the ball. He is I was talking to Seth Greenberg today, he's a city guard. Syracuse is not backing down with the way Stalling has played Mintz and Brown. Their guards have gotten where they want it.
Well, that's a classic Filipowski move right there, with that little spin to the... Syracuse has been able to answer all night long. At least to this point, the entry for Filipowski all alone for two. He's a different looking guy.
Oh, and just keep curling right to the rim. He had an easy lay.
Filipowski, shot clock down to 6, fading away. Yes. So Duke getting a lot more out of their star for the Orange. Filipowski on Brown. Good duel there. And 6 seconds.
Great defense, better offense. A good job by Brown, not giving any space. You say learning around Seth?
That's what he said. Yep. Absolutely.
I question that.
Big praise for Filipowski. And the digs continue. And the points continue for Filipowski. Give him 12.
Inside to Filipowski. Mitchell found him.
This is a small Queens team. But I think this program has a chance to really grow and flourish in that league and on this level.
Late in the shot clock, Filipowski missed, got it back.
John, when we talked, he said that he's not 100% yet, but not that far off.
Now Filipowski in position, but had it just taken away.
Attempted a field goal. Actually, only attempted 2 field goals.
Filipowski puts it on the floor, then off the glass.
Good job recovering that. And that's, in the scouting report, and Duke likes to do that. They'll take a look at the other team like this, their leading score, and really lock in.
Great lob, high low. 7 points for Filipowski. So far this season, Filipowski took it away. McCain, tight pass back to Filipowski.
Almost past your big man in trouble that scoring column.
Queens, they really need to get McKee going, although McClure did part of their offense as well. Filipowski chance at the 2-point play.
Afali has no chance to get the ball back, and it puts him on the bench.
Filipowski course correction and hits the short shot. 14 points. Filipowski.
You see Tyrese after with a nice rebounding, maybe a stat to keep an eye on with this team. Only a +2 in this game. Well, and that's again, if that's a stat that comes along.
Stroke and gets right in, straight up and down.
Foster and McCain getting a lot of playing time, obviously with no Proctor, as Filipowski hangs and grabs his own rebound. He will try to go right back up with it.
Filipowski, you can't get it, tip it to a teammate.
Here he comes. He was thinking about going up hard, and he will now with the left, because down on the ground went Ojonwuna.
Really like this middle of the floor action for Duke. This makes help so much more difficult.
Wide open three, no good from Filipowski. It's a loose ball, and Duke winning the battle of the loose balls, offensive. And Shepard in the way they're all playing.
Well, Reed Shepard, the freshman, is their most complete player, but the most exciting is probably Rob Dillingham.
Filipowski's fadeaway finds
Hill. It's been awfully difficult for Baylor. They can't keep him out of the paint thus far in the game.
5 on the shot clock. The drive. Oh, what a shot by Filipowski. Misi looked like he was absolutely going to block that ball. It's Dukes with 10 on the shot clock.
And usually Jeremy Roach very good at the end of a clock.
Filipowski right at Misi. He denied him. And Baylor with a 3 can top.
Filipowski just able to push Misi under the basket. He was right there for that offensive board.
Filipowski the spin move, the left, another block. Leaves Misi. And Walter out of the bout. They begin the second half. Duke in the white, and they get to Filipowski down low. He's trying to work on Misi, and he just threw it up with his left hand. Good defense that time by Misi, who stayed home.
Well, Duke, Misi able to pick off Caleb Foster, so that he could get that catch-and-shoot opportunity from the three-point line.
They set up Filipowski for a 3, and too strong. Filipowski one-on-one with Ojonwuna. And he takes it to the rack and lays it up with his left. A little more active, Kyle Filipowski.
Well, got one on offer just to get the matchup that Baylor wants.
McCain, he's got Filipowski wide open. He's got the last 4.
Oh, that pick and roll action on possession.
Filipowski gets good position. Backs in Bridges, and he throws it up and in. Part of a 9-0 run. Duke's made their last.
Filipowski, you have to ask yourself, how do you feel about open shots? Because he's a good passer.
He gets it down low again. Misi back in the game, and he blocked it.
Boy, that's a big-time block. Yves Misi leaving the floor second. Still got to get a stop here. There's no question.
Foster, Misi denied him. That shot goes up, and Filipowski nearly tipped it in. They could have had a shot clock violation. Is that going to be out of bounds?
Hello, freshman Jared McCain. Filipowski left alone. He was out early today working on that shot, showing dividends on his first attempt. From the halftime to the end of regulation, he put 33 on High Point. Meanwhile, Dubar's gone for as many as 30 in a game. Filipowski coming out of the break gives Duke a 2-point lead defensively. How is Duke trying to deal with him here tonight?
Well, they're trying to get him off the three-point line, but you just saw incredible footwork right there.
Filipowski gets those 2. Blakes gives it back to Filipowski. He attacks and lays it in. Filipowski with 9 points. Point lead, have made 8 of their last 9 shots from the floor. Make it 8 out of 10. Filipowski misses from long range. Filipowski spins, goes to the left hand, draws the foul, and has a chance for 3.
Wow, that just was a kind of a hustle mistake by Blakes. Ended up being a 5-on-4.
Filipowski is blocked from behind by Dubar. Here come the Pride.
And I would think his family's pretty happy about this, because he grew up about 2 hours from here in Charlotte. Good job right there.
Coming out of the break with a plan, and Filipowski executes. He's got 11. Dubar has 15, as does Filipowski, who's got the basketball now for Duke. Spins baseline, bowls his way into the lane, and has another chance for 3.
Well, side and bury your defender, closer to the basket. He'll do that as the season goes on. Watch that pass. Great job.
Mitchell to Filipowski for 3.
Excellent ball movement. And Mitchell is terrific and does, because you gain the confidence you know, of the freshmen, Foster and McCain particularly getting playing time. Look at this. Another good delivery. Yep.
You see the follow through there?
Yes.
So much confidence. He's
Yep.
got 20. Makes Duke that much tougher to beat. They are 19-2 when he hits double figures, and he's got 10 tonight.
And keep in mind, is this another one right here? And keep in mind, last year he played small forward. Filipowski, I just love the pace at Tyler Thomas's game. Hasn't forced a lot of shots.
Yeah, he's had a relatively quiet second half. Filipowski misses the three. And here is Tyler Thomas, the 4 on the shot clock. Filipowski going to have to put it up. Left it short.
Big cup.
Duke comes away with the stop. Has it with a 9-point lead. Here's Filipowski. Missed it. Gets it back. And again, he's going back to the free. Roach gives it back to Mitchell. Finds Filipowski, who's been hot. Got it! 28 points. That is one of
the redshirt junior from Greensboro, North Carolina, hitting that three-pointer. Filipowski looking for his first shot of the game, Mike. It's on a drive, and it spins off the rim.
Well, that's what John Shire.
Filipowski has not scored in the game so far, Mike.
Only one field goal attempt now, his second one, and had some contact on both of them. No fouls called.
The loss at Georgia Tech, fight on the weak side, and it's won by Mitchell. Up ahead, Filipowski. Little ball fake and a little layup.
Left hand, nice job. That
2 minutes to go in our first half. Filipowski, individual move. The defender fell down. He took advantage.
A good no call by the official that time.
Conservative dribble. Up near midcourt. Two-man game. Filipowski, watch out below. He got plenty of rim, but lost the ball.
Milicic was the one who got talked about it. He's from Durham.
Filipowski. And he hit the deck, and Filipowski is down behind the play. Right. Filipowski. Trying to create some space. A second effort. He hit the deck hard.
You can see even, when he goes down low, you can see how closed in their defense is.
Filipowski, end of the shot clock, too strong. Back out to Roach.
Nice, even though it's going to contend in the American Athletic Conference.
They've got size, speed, good coaching. Coach Shire was raving about the coaching staff for Charlotte.
Well, the intrigue, if it's the last weekend of the season, we may hang for a little bit.
I mean, Filipowski changing hands. It just spun off. We'll go first class, G.
Against Arkansas.
Second start of the season for Young. Filipowski in the paint, put the shoulder down and scores.
Yeah, interesting matchup against the.
Brings it up for Duke. They're 5-2 on the season. 0-1 away from Durham. Filipowski too strong. Filipowski the spin. Coleman knocked it away momentarily. Muscling his way and missing. Dongo clears it up to Coleman.
Nice job by him.
On his way in the first half. Filipowski with the shot clock inside of 10. Got doubled. Got it back. Laid it up and in.
Good finish with the left hand. He's so good in.
Filipowski on the block, double team, take it away, Jackets.
Yeah, and they're going to come big on the double team with him from the weak side.
Roach needs a safety valve. Filipowski late in the clock. Turnaround three. Bounces off Young. Able to bat.
Let's keep an eye on him. He played 15 minutes in that first half. Let's see if fatigue starts to catch up with him.
Filipowski wide open three off the mark.
And that shot has not been there. Mitchell with the 3 fouls.
Entry pass, Filipowski around his defender, and it stays down. Third tie of the game. Roach driving, drops it off. Filipowski hangs and scores. Absorb the contact.
Duke 5
5-1, ranked 7th in the nation. Arkansas fell out of the rankings after losing the last 2 of the 3 they played down in the Bahamas. McCain leads Duke into the front court. Arkansas beat Stanford in double overtime down in the Bahamas, but then lost to Memphis.
Arkansas has been impressive with their defense. They're playing good defense for the most part without fouling.
And did it again right there. And now the drive by McCain, and it won't go, but Filipowski lays it in.
Well, Filipowski did such a great job of keeping that ball high when he caught it. Got the
ice. Arkansas fans will see more of the L. Ellis that they have expected to see. Filipowski rejected by Lawson. What a play.
That's his 4th block of the game.
Filipowski had to pick up the dribble. Proctor calls for the ball screen.
There's the pick and pop.
Misses the 3. Brazil had it, and it's out of bounds to Arkansas. McCain floats it up, no good. Rebound Filipowski. Can't get that to go. And Filipowski forces it up, and a foul on the Hogs. Talking a lot more in huddles in the locker room, really stepping up as a leader as well. Look at this pass. What a play as Proctor finds Filipowski.
And give credit to Jared McCain for passing ahead to Proctor. That was a beautiful pass.
13 assists on 17 made field goals for Arkansas. Filipowski just sticking with it.
Oftentimes, they took it right out of his hands.
Filipowski steps into it. Arkansas ball, but a foul on the Razorback.
Before as well.
Yes.
Todd Day, Lee Mayberry, that was a great Arkansas team.
And then met in the Elite 8 2 years ago. Mike Krzyzewski's last win got them into the Final Four, where they lost to Carolina in the net.
And then a beautiful open side pick and roll between L. Ellis and Mitchell.
L. Ellis has 6 assists and no turnovers tonight. Good save by McCain. Filipowski lays it in, 60-49.
Boy, so good on that short roll. That was an excellent pocket. When the pressure is ratcheting up.
Filipowski with the force, and it goes. He's got 13.
And that is a spectacular athlete.
Filipowski down with a rebound is Battle.
Pretty good job there by Chandler Lawson. He almost...
Filipowski steps back for the 3, and it's a 7-point game. And John...
Possession right here. Duke does not need a 3. They just need a quick score.
There's 1 minute to play.
Filipowski will get it, and it's 75-70. Under a minute to go. Roach, no. Follow, yes, for Filipowski. Down to 4.
But Duke can't get a quick track.
With the game well-rounded and thought it was the closest they've had to a 40-minute game so far this year in the first 5. Filipowski got his own miss, and then it had poked away. And here comes Southern
looking to attack.
Jared McCain. No dice, but an offensive rebound on the weak side. Filipowski says, why not? And he spun it out.
They're really worried about Duke guards coming off the ball screen, so they're trapping them, hard hedging them early.
Filipowski misses now, and Duke is 2 of 8 shooting. Spot and hit, and he restores the Eagles' lead to 9. Filipowski bangs with Smith, ducked the shoulder, had that roll off the rim. More battles with Young, and it'll stay at this end of the...
Getting in the paint, finding guys on the weak side.
And another 3-point make. That's 5 of them now for USI. Filipowski just muscles Coswell.
There's no answer for that. Going on now with Campion.
Guy who had 1 Division I scholarship offer from a team that only now is D1. As Filipowski responds for Duke. Back to 10.
shots go, and he's another problem because he's a scorer as well.
Pick and pop, Filipowski. Can't connect, and Duke is 1 of 8 from three-point. Filipowski wants it. You've been calling for this. Taking it at Coswell again. Got his own miss. Filipowski met by Coswell.
Coswell's up to the challenge.
Following the loss to Arizona. McCain with post entry for Kyle Filipowski. Banging underneath, and a chance at 3, and Duke's got the lead. There's Tyrese Proctor in that tall screen with Filipowski that they used so well on Tuesday. Nearly led the points. Filipowski took some contact from Coswell. Again, still in the... He was actually in the transfer portal after last season, but decided to return. He's been outstanding for USI. How about the spin from Filipowski?
Wow. Great spin move.
Where this season can go for Duke.
They all bring something special to the group. None bigger than this guy right here.
Handoff from Proctor to Filipowski. We celebrated each bucket today, all 4 of them, including 3 triples. Filipowski, the offensive rebound and stick back. Roach sets the screen, then was trying to get it. Instead, Filipowski spinning and banging and hitting off glass.
Yeah, Powell is just too small. The ammunition he needs to get them ready to play at Arkansas. Because it'll be the toughest game I think that they played all year.
Filipowski, the putback, gets him up to 21 points. And we hit the final minute.
That so far. Gill had it rattle out from 3. Lead for Filipowski. And he missed the layup. Remember, Kyle got shaken up here on Friday against Bucknell. Here's Proctor. Back to Filipowski, who returns to replace Young. And Kyle can't score through traffic, and Yotus.
The 1-point game.
Yep. And some of the cautionary tales that Shire staff was offering have produced here early as Filipowski scores on the turn, his first field goal. And now Proctor.
Boy, Zan and Filipowski are going at it.
Yep. And Filipowski can't finish. Rebound pulled away inside. Speaking of, Brickus just got hit in the face. Turned the ball over, and here is Roach. A little soft touch for Filipowski's second field goal. Very quiet first half by Kyle Filipowski combined coming into the day. So they're kind of doing their share to try and keep Dunphy's team moving north here. Filipowski 3 from the front.
He's sort of stationed himself down.
Filipowski. Here's Roach. All the way in, right back to Filipowski, and 1. Terrific pass. Coming off 17 and 10 against Bucknell. Filipowski, nice move with the left-handed scores.
Contested shot, hotly contested shot.
Proctor for Filipowski, another lonesome 3. Tell you what, Duke. The Blue Devils won 61-60 in Philadelphia. Filipowski missing on a leaning 3. Did I tell you how the game?
Very confident early.
Duke operates with 4 starters back from last year, of course. Same lineup, and there's Kyle Filipowski off target from deep. And the rebound down to Josh.
Shire told us today, Mike, is that that's the thing that he's improved the most at, as well as clearing the passing lanes and attacking at the other end.
Liftoff for Kyle Filipowski, and it's a 7-0. There's Roach. Can't knock it down. Stewart, the offensive rebound. Stewart banging, and Filipowski cleaning it up.
Too much attention paid to Stewart, and then forget about the big fella.
Power into the game, can't connect. Offensive rebound, Blakes. Bounce for Filipowski, who got the seal.
Well, the pass and delivery was perfect by Blakes, but
con el triple de Malik Gold. Ya hablábamos acerca de este hombre y de la versatilidad y las opciones con las que puede contar Tom Izzo al momento de la generación de puntos. Pero la respuesta del lado de Duke, Teniak Rodríguez. Allí estamos en X antes Twitter para que entren en contacto con nosotros en tiempo presente. Jeremy Roach prefiere ir atrás. Filipowski solo y su alma. Y se va a quedar corto con el triple. Todavía más. pero hasta el momento no ha sido de ninguna forma un partido de alta vocación ofensiva. Ya en esa posición, un poco más cómodo de alero, de power forward, como es en estricto sentido. Lo cierto es que se termina quedando demasiado corto Maddy Sissoko y viene nueva posesión de balón para el equipo de Duke. Busca la larga distancia y se lo va a perder Filipowski. Pero nuevamente la calca, Toño. Los momentos ofensivos para los Spartans son momentáneos. No logran hilar grandes secuencias ofensivas y esa ha sido la historia desde el primer tip-off. Pero yo está hablando para Michigan State en lo que va del duelo y en un abrir y cerrar de ojos. Son dos posesiones largas todavía en favor de los Blue Devils. Necesitan más, por supuesto. Si vas a responder de manera
inmediatamente para Walker, vamos a ver una estadística similar más adelante en este juego.
Este es Kyle Foster. El tiempo fuera que pidió el equipo de Duke estaba llegando por añadidura. Por Eris Proctor, ya hablábamos acerca de la proyección de este jugador. También alguien que todas las apuestas y todos alrededor de la industria lo colocan como una eventual selección de draft. Aquí se lo parte de Michigan State.
Una transición en la que el tirador se ve inmediatamente a la esquina. Corre la cancha como demonio.
Todavía defendiendo en el 1 contra 1. Y el que termina llevándose las mejores acciones fue justamente Filipowski. No sé si le alcanza Hoggard para ocupar esa posición en la duela.
Jugando un básquetbol muy rápido Michigan State en este momento. Pero Duke me parece que está a la altura de este reto y mira, están siendo...
Hasta el momento para el líder al ataque en lo que va del partido, para el equipo de los Spartans. Primero la finta y en jugada de foul y cuenta, anota Kyle Filipowski. En un buen momento, lo que hemos visto desde el arranque de la segunda parte. Otra vez el equipo de Duke, este es Kyle Filipowski. Primero con la media vuelta, ¡qué tapón! Brillante lo que hizo Maddy Sissoko.
Leave is Arizona's best player.
Scored 15 in their season opener. Jeremy Roach the kick. Filipowski wide open. Misses the three.
Duke is the smaller team. He's an excellent three-point shooter.
Perkrisa has moved on. He's a Mountaineer right now, so Boswell inherits the starting point guard spot. Filipowski for three.
And Jeremy Roach, very dangerous in the mid-range. What a great pass.
Beautiful bounce pass into Filipowski. Arizona.
Well, I mean, I think this system fits him very well. He's just a really good player. And, you know, I don't know what happened last year in Chapel Hill, why the Tar Heels didn't play better. But I know
all of that depth. Sometimes you pare it down, the rotation as the season goes along, but they both got a lot of options.
Yeah, especially depending on personnel they're playing against. Right. Absolutely.
A part of their rotation this year, that's for sure.
I think when Arizona gets the ball back, they've got to go right at Filipowski.
Rivas with a rejection. And Arizona in transition, led by... Keeps the dribble alive. The three over Krivas is short, and Johnson down with another rebound.
That's a tough shot. Faded a bit. But Duke is giving up the paint a little bit too easily.
Krivas got turned around, lost track of Filipowski, who makes him pay. Team. And love seeing these kinds of matchups early on in the season. Filipowski surrounded. Forces it up and in.
Boy, a strong move against a double team. They decided to let Filipowski go one-on-one in the post, and he just got back down.
Fallow started off at Gonzaga, of course. Really came into his own last year. Filipowski with the answer for three. Filipowski takes it away.
And just not a good pass by Caleb Love. Nothing there.
Filipowski all the way and lays it in with a left hand. 6'7", dunking over a 7-footer. Now the 7-footer knocks down the three. He's got 21.
Boy, that's a lot to add. Jeremy Roach went over 1,000 career points in this game.
And I don't know who's going to get credit for that. I think Stewart.
But when you have a player like Kylan Boswell that can make an individual play at the end of a clock, that's a luxury.
Filipowski having to work hard. Good defense by Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah, he forced that one. But they got to switch. Now Filipowski being guarded by Boswell.
Into the chest of Ballo. It won't go, but it's tipped up and in by Mitchell.
So when Ballo had to off to Ballo on the cut, beautiful play by Pelle Larsson.
A couple of extra passes, too, by other Wildcats who could have taken a shot. Johnson with an impressive block on Filipowski.
And if Johnson 5 assists with only 1 turnover.
Proctor gets it into Filipowski.
How'd that pass get through?
And that is a strong rebound in traffic by Johnson. Proctor inbound to get right in front of Mike Krzyzewski, who is here in person watching the game tonight. Filipowski up and in, and it's a 1-point game.
Boy, strong. Boy, what a great matchup between Johnson and Filipowski.
Filipowski just bowling his way in, but he missed the shot. It is Duke ball.
And they're going to look at
Roach driving. Pull up. Filipowski the rebound. Got it! What a game he's having.
Defense by Duke.
See the starting 5 for the Blue Devils with Filipowski banging and scoring the first points.
There's no matchup for him. No one on to guard him in the physical strength. I think he's too big for some of the other guards on the floor.
McCain going behind the back. Filipowski swirls one out.
Good look. You can live with that of a year then, and this team is chasing the same goals and enough talent to pull it off.
They're in a 4-point game right now, and they drop a beauty of a baseline out of bounds for Kyle Filipowski.
Out of that same
45 to go until halftime.
Duke can play at a controlled pace. They get whatever they want.
Like
turn
that.
down shots for better shots. Just like that.
Wide open.
Jeremy Roach could have shot that 3. Turned around, threw it.
A clear out for Kyle Filipowski. Carving out space and finishing.
They worked on their defense. When he gets the ball and they're not in shot they wanted, it was just an air ball there.
Here's Filipowski being hounded by Mitchell Day. Filipowski spinning and scoring.
Just a handful. Cut him off going middle. He spins baseline to help his.
And misses this time.
Well, he's physically ready to play right now. He's nearly a 200-pound guard coming as a freshman. Great find by Proctor. Hello. How do you lose that guy inside? Away from the basket.
He's out high. His Young posts up and gets it from Roach. Filipowski on the cut.
Great job by Ryan Young catching it. Good cut by Green.
McCain left alone in the corner. Offensive rebound. Young. Filipowski.
Ryan Young playing the point center spot from the mid-post. That helps him is on the defensive end, but he was already a really good defender. I think it'll help him finish in the paint when he attacks the rim.
Follow away for Filipowski with the shot clock winding down, and then Young got stripped by Jaron. Good off-ball defense from Foster. Roach accelerates. Filipowski and a foul.
Defense to offense. No one does it better that time. Great stop.
And now move to Foster. Proctor for Filipowski.
Too easy. You can tell they didn't communicate on the switch.
March 12 in our nation's capital. Proctor with shot clock to 5. And another offensive rebound. Duke has been giant in that category with 19 of. Penalty from the wing and won't hit it. Rebounded away by Filipowski. So the final seconds here at PNC.
Who then fouled Mark Mitchell for an N1 opportunity. UVA and Duke meeting 179 between these two national champion programs as Kyle Filipowski takes the ball down the floor off an Isaac McNeely miss. He tries to get post position on Jordan Minor. He ducks inside. He misses. He grabs his own rebound and scores.
That's big. I like the initial.
The ACC at 12-6. A bubble team in the field according to Joe Lunardi. Groves off the mark from 3. Filipowski with a rebound. And Duke has a quick numbers advantage here. Minor
and in a way be showcased. That's an easy one.
Oh, it was an easy one, and then Dunn missed it. He missed 2, in fact, and Beekman nearly had a 3rd assist. Filipowski against the freshman Blake Buchanan. Virginia trying to string together a couple of good possessions. Give you something to feel good about going into the locker room. That won't be it. Groves way off the mark. Filipowski down the floor.
Working through progressions and options within what you do offensively. That's good defense.
2 blocks for Dunn. He ties up Filipowski on the second. And the ACC shot block leader, Ryan Dunn, will turn possession.
The team that says, yeah, we expect to win, but the reality is I played basketball for Penn State, so.
That's not nice, but it is true. Filipowski finishes again. He is dominant.
Now, one of the issues that Sky Clark has is there's a lot of pressure on him to put pressure on the defense because there's not a lot of ball handlers on the Louisville team.
The shot clock over, 5 to shoot. James over Mitchell. And it's knocked away. Last touch, Kyle Filipowski. And it'll be Louisville.
Executed properly. I think we all know that. The most important thing is Filipowski's okay. I just think now that we have time to, you see him out here playing, we got time to reset. And that'll be just stay aggressive. Tendency is to get past him.
Johnson ran out of an angle. Now McCain. Conference tops in the league. The Blue Devils, #1 in ACC play in offensive efficiency, and Louisville in conference games last in. Okay. One of the perks of doing a game there is right around the 7th inning stretch. A little bit before that, they come ask you for your flavor, and then they bring it up to you.
And McCain's had a great year and wouldn't be disappointed if he got the award. I just think Marcus Burton is just has so much on his plate, and as he goes, the Fighting Irish go.
Downs and 7 points. White, the runner, too much. Here comes Roach.
Easy. One about the whistle with fouls, and you knew coming out that Coach K was going to give those guys an earful and make sure that they knew his team. He didn't feel his team was getting a fair shake and a milkshake. And I got to get better friends, man. I'm just telling you.
Golf course is closed for Wes's texting Randolph during a game.
With Tyrese Proctor in and out of that lineup, but these freshmen are starting to play like sophomores.
Fredrickson misses from deep.
And this team's gotten better defensively.
Here's McCain driving on Fredrickson. Bottled up. Found Mitchell for the stop. Mark Mitchell arrives on the side from Cam Hildreth. Hildreth was playing through a wrist injury. Looked like that might be on Miller. Instead, they're going to tag Tyrese Proctor with it. After some time. He's doing that. The confidence is back for the former prep star. Here's Reed banging with Young. He picks up a foul. That screen. He's had a good first half, along with Hunter Salas. They've combined for 25. Salas with his first miss, and about a half-second separating game and shot clocks. Tough follow-up. And Filipowski the follow. Crowd wanted basket interference. They don't get it. You love how aggressive tracking him. Salas got tripped up around the screen. McCain hobbled as well. Miller missed the shot, and Duke finally gets a stop. Jared McCain. Hoopy Miller. Reed comes to set the high ball screen. Miller down the lane, and we get a foul called.
They're going to have to be more active than they have been in past games because of absences.
Jobay gets the shot off, can't finish it. Kyle Filipowski down with the first rebound of the night. So Caleb Foster which he is capable of doing. Thought about the jumper, instead the kick. Keyshawn George a little strong on the three. The freshman from Switzerland has really opened up eyes in recent weeks. Has come a long way this year. George with a crossover, frees himself, but couldn't bank it home.
And Miami's getting some good opportunities. They just haven't knocked them down. 2 really good offensive possessions to get a stop to try to stretch this lead.
Foster gets a good look. And Filipowski comes down with it. Proctor's going to back it out.
It's out the rest of the first half.
Missed the last 9:45, I believe it was, of the first half. He misses the 3 from the wing.
Duke's gap coverage has been really good at the top, but some of the teams near the bottom of the league, if you're playing them, they're still capable. They're just not consistent, and their numbers aren't good. So when you beat them, it doesn't give you as much of a bump.
6 of 7 from the field with no turnovers. And OB, this is a team that comes in with a negative assist to turnover rate in ACC play, a -2 on the season.
They have 8 points in
shooting. They're going to make someone have to make threes because it's been difficult to keep them out of the paint.
So Watkins has it spin out. Man, it was in the cylinder.
And Watkins has made a 3 already, but this Florida State team is shooting only ball.
Primo Spears. Nickelberry will line up a long one. In and out. Certainly not a forte of the Noles. As Corey mentioned, just 32% beyond the throw. I'm talking about Darren Green Jr. comes in averaging 12 points a game. Miller can't connect. Green Jr. has an uncle, David, who's actually a quarterback. McCain sticking with him. Can't drop it down. Worley with the rebound. Couldn't finish it. And now McCain in the open floor. A long one. Around and out. Filipowski with the touch. Going strong. Follows his miss. That's blocked high out of the sky by Watkins. Long one hit by Green Jr. way downtown. Filipowski, one and done for the Seminoles. Mitchell. Watkins trying to get a shot up. He'll slice inside, left it short. And now Roach will draw the foul. And nobody seems to want to hang on to the ball. Nifty bounce in the lane. McCain will draw the foul.
Whenever you put
over the top, Mitchell, good catch and a slam.
And another strong finish from Mitchell.
Y lean, pues todo esto, cada tic del reloj termina por venirle bien a North Carolina. Acá Duke con el triple, muy bueno, 7 puntos. Pero estaban a 1 incluso. Segundos, Roach, falla, tercer chance, no, finalmente entró. Triple para los Blue Devils. Están a 3, pero con menos de 6 segundos.
So that NC State doesn't knock down a bunch of threes.
Filipowski, tough catch there by Roach, and even more difficult shots.
It looked like he was stopping that cut midway through.
Proctor gave up the dribble. Filipowski, shot clock to 6. Orcel sticking to him.
What a pass.
And nice finish, too, by Stewart.
Well, you had Jared McCain at the three-point line.
Beekman nearly had a 3rd assist. Filipowski against the freshman Blake Buchanan. Terrific find for Proctor.
All set up by Mitchell cutting. Mitchell cut.
Program that obviously hangs its hat on defense under Tony Bennett. Rarely do they see a half like this. A 3 for the corner is good for Proctor. And Duke starts the second half where it left off of the first. By Clark. His pass knocked down. Filipowski ahead to Mitchell.
You don't want to turn it over in this building. You just need to be a hero for that day and play well that day.
And this could be one of these games as Mitchell gets free inside. If this lead starts to expand and mushroom.
The offensive end, when you unable to keep the ball out of the paint net, the rim, and it allows you to get kick threes just like that. It's because of the penetration. And you're not always accustomed to dealing with it from a...
Cardinals just 39% from the floor and 1 for 13 from 3. Here's Power. And there's a triple for the freshman, TJ Power.
I gotta get better friends, man. I'm just telling you.
Golf course is closed for Wes's texting handoff during a game. McCain turns it over. Duke is 9 of 17 from 3. Make it 10 of 18 as Proctor with his first triple. He's got 8.
The 6'5" frame. And you love on a game like this, Mike, when your best player, which has to be your best player, gets off to a great start.
Tyrese Proctor sticks a triple. Best right now, 5-game winning streak. Filipowski is double. How about passing out of the post to Proctor?
That's why I love him on the block. Because passing is the best thing that Filipowski.
Jalen Foster was big in the first half at 8 points. Hardly came off the floor. Shot clock winding down. Roach fires. Knocks it down. We said it. Jeremy Roach at 46%.
Jared McCain is their best perimeter defender. I like him on Sal's for the balance of this game.
Proctor, big three. Down the wall. % of the time. And Cam Hildreth made Duke pay. McCain flashes. Hits. How big is this guy? Unfazed by...
Even without Nigel Pack and even without Matthew Cleveland, at least to this point of the game, there are a lot of good offensive players on this Hurricanes roster, and there's a pretty good one right there. How happy are Duke fans? Foster the floater. Tips it out. Duke's got it again. Filipowski, no. Mitchell, yes.
Right over the top of a Miami rebounder. You have to, every time I hear Wooga, I think of Dom Woganowski.
Roach. His fourth three of the game, and from our vantage point at the end, then they go home to play Louisville and Virginia, go to NC State, and then wrap up the regular season at home against North Carolina on March the 9th. And it...
Filipowski with a touch. McCain will launch and swish it in.
Knockdown shooter.
Swing for Filipowski. Nice give down there. Mitchell with the stuff. And Filipowski with a terrific pass. Down at 33. That's on the curl. Swooping in. Oh, not a clear shot. Yeah, the glass.
Great job by Roach getting it over the outstretched hand. Eagles are hanging around here. They turned it over on the opening possession only once since.
Filipowski feeds Proctor. Who's good from deep?
I love that set by
Hands of McCain, who couldn't convert. Filipowski knocks down the post pass, and Stewart has back-to-back buckets.
I'm surprised Post tried to make that pass.
Foster. Filipowski extra pass. Proctor for three.
Minutes.
Three rattles out from Proctor. Filipowski a second chance for the Blue Devils. Foster wastes no time.
Well beloved in this building.
That's shocking. Well, that's because they beat us most of the time.
Here's a three by McCain. And on cue, Jared McCain now with 7. Tonight makes it a 14-point game. Here's Filipowski to the slice on Mitchell. What a good-looking pass that was, Coach.
He is a very...
He's denied. McCain. Filipowski looking inside, and a slam by Mitchell.
And we watched the Blue Devils work on...
Long one by Roach, too strong.
That was too quick also. Fortunate to get that one back.
Gets it back, step back, another triple. Got this one. He nailed it.
Well,
and that's the end of the half.
He just wanted 2 for $1.
Filipowski, but he steals it. Proctor.
When they're freshman guards and Mitchell back in the lineup along with Jeremy Roach, Filipowski inside there, and there is Mitchell making his presence felt almost immediately. Something we, talk about trying to stack up some positive moments. Not going to make a decision based on one game, win or lose, which is a wise way to look at it as the Blue Devils get a 3-ball from Jared McCain.
Just consider the weapons and use the space that he has.
Luckily, Hatfield can't finish off a really good feed from Clark.
I'm telling you, have Proctor and Jeremy Roach. It's just too easy.
What a pass from Phillip. And with Duke now at 16 fouls, it might be an opportunity for Louisville to continue one of his strong suits and drive the basketball. Strong suit for the Blue Devils tonight has been the play of time. There's a little crowd behind us really giving it to the officials about that last one. McCain from the corner, and a big shot from Jarrett.
For the Panthers to join Diaz Graham.
And Jeffress is now matched up against Filipowski.
Here's Proctor on the skip, and the three is good. Tyrese Proctor's 19th three of the year.
Leggett is matched up against him.
Yep. Skips it across. McCain for the tie. Jared McCain. 8 in the
shot. Flip stuck with him. Calls for the post up. Moves it for Roach. Strokes it. I'll pick and roll at this end for Duke offensively. Again, sticking with that same 5 out of the timeout, and Jared McCain scoops to the cup. He's got 5.
That's what you got to do. If you got 4 guards, essentially, just go out and play.
There's a block for Blake's on Kelly. Duke runs. Roach the catch. And the finish and a foul.
Lost that battle.
Filipowski wants it. Drives on Reeves. Kicks for Proctor. He's got another. Proctor initiates with Jeremy Roach, the captain, still sidelined. Filipowski for Young underneath.
Mistake defensively there, trying to double.
John Shire talked to us earlier today. He said that the guy that they had to stop was Henson. That Carrington was going to get his. He was going to find his way to score, but Carrington was all.
This is as large as the lead has been for the Fighting Irish at 9. A double on Filipowski. A good find to Roach out of it for 3.
I think that's what he has to do. That time he caught it. Know the other team's coming.
Because he was open.
Yes.
So that's what you're talking about with be decisive. You can't hesitate.
Like this.
Mitchell again!
Just like that. He's not thinking, he's just playing. When he knows to try to force the Fighting Irish to do someone else other than Burton make a play.
Proctor, Filipowski, McCain.
Don't want to leave him. Don't want to leave him. Just great ball reversal.
Filipowski flashes to the block, draws a double, finds McCain. Oh, he's heating up. Here he comes, Jared McCain.
Been probing for long periods of time.
Filipowski with a touch. McCain on the drive, coming in averaging 12, and he'll knock down the jumper to get Duke started tonight. Team Duke at a cold start as Chris Bell misfires there on the outlet. Jeremy Roach trying contact and gets it to go, and he'll be at the line. So Duke at 21 against Georgetown, so he can fill it up. Filipowski again shovels the pass. Mitchell on a spin and a slam.
Points per game, 7th in the conference. Tops on this Duke team, and that's McCain, mid-range. He's into double digits with 10 in the first half.
It's just going on to continue and build on that. They swarm the court. Candace Pavilion. Oh, up and under Proctor. Laid it in.
Off the bench for Duke. They set up Roach. He finds Filipowski. 3 ball. Count it. Great pass from Filipowski to McCain, who's off to a red-hot. Jaden Nunn knocked down that 3. Baylor's got a 2-point lead. And Roach throws it up over Misi. That's a tough shot, but a soft touch goes in, and we're tied.
Well, he is so
must-see guys to you growing up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, UCLA was must-see.
Right.
I grew up in Los Angeles. Good pass.
Really good.
Duke needs to go to Pal Filipowski more. He's only got 4.
Hit him hard enough, and there's no foul called. Good ball fake, and that 3 finds the bottom. Jared McCain just won.
3-2 early. Duke with a lead in the basketball. This is senior, 2-time captain Jeremy Roach.
Nice pass.
Beautiful feet inside him. The easy flush for Mark Mitchell.
I think Fritz was concerned about coming. Watching him in practice yesterday, we were amazed at how many shots he made. Oh, good cut.
Another terrific pass. Give him another assist on the layup by Blakes.
Got a mismatch inside.
Filipowski with a touch pass to the corner. McCain has 3 more. The freshman from Sacramento, and McCain. Filipowski finds the open man again. Foster got it. First 3 points.
Kid. I think you got to. I like the double right here.
Roach with the three. Give Filipowski another assist.
I like the double team, but I like the kick out by Filipowski.
As we saw before shoot around today, I mentioned Coach Carrawell working with Filipowski on many things. Among those for quite a while was how to handle the double team and pass out of it.
And he just did it right there. It wasn't exactly. He's going to be here 4 years. He's going to have a great impact on winning. And I'll give you an example as soon as he makes this.
Right on cue.
Yeah. His teammate at Paul VI. He's got so much versatility. Watch him look opposite. He's waiting for the double team. Good pass.
Wide open. Roach. 3 more for number 3.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you.
Call and do a game, and great memories here, and great memories every time I come here with you.
Foster pumping up a 3-ball. Stands. Wide open miss from the corner. Braswell, he has struggled. McCain scoops it up aggressively to the rim. Takes a tumble and scores.
So many times.
Rebound after the miss from Milicic. Ahead, Filipowski with the kick, and it's McCain. And it's 3 from the corner pocket at 12 points. Filipowski from Roach, lost the handle, fights for it. Shot clock's at 6. Blakes. 3-ball, Blakes. Played in Western Carolina in the Southern Conference. That's knocked away to Filipowski. Foster on the hop and run down the lane, and he drops it in. Timeout, Damon Stoudemire and George. Dewana with the slam. Young, fake and basket. Koasi Reeves from Macon, Georgia, the junior.
Big pickup in the portal.
McCain underneath. Springing free. 5-point lead. Inside of 6 minutes to go in regulation. Foster for 3 in front of his own bench. Second game of our doubleheader is going right down to the wire. Duke and Georgia Tech. First of 2 meetings this year. Filipowski dropped it off. This time to Mitchell. Fouled on the jam.
McCain open on the wing, and Duke back on top.
Jared McGeer at the Division I level coming up from the D2 ranks. There's Filipowski, who's done such a good job passing out of the post this year.
They do a really good job internally with each other.
Roach navigating the pick and roll with Filipowski for Mitchell.
That was the 3rd-ranked player in his class coming in. Ends up as a freshman being their best player.
Proctor and
1. Filipowski, nice pass from Mitchell. And Mark Mitchell puts the Blue Devils in front 5-0.
Well, that's
on 4 field goals.
One of the few times they've been able to create that pull-up jump shot.
Nice pass, and Stewart an easy dunk. Next dead ball will get us to a timeout. Here's Filipowski. Oh, nice pass fake right back from McCain. Another one? Sure. I like the way he released 0.3 per game through the first 4. They're going to finish with at least 82 tonight. Oh, what a no look for Stewart.
And Filipowski clears it 90 seconds in. Filipowski off the bounce, dropped it off for Mark Mitchell.
Now everybody talks about the power.
Parte de Filipowski y aún así se termina quedando corto en el intento de 3 puntos. Otra vez Filipowski en una rápida transición, totalmente solo. Allá falla en esa cobertura, un tanto retardado. Queda corto con el triple, no hay falta. Duke va a mantener la posesión. Filipowski baja el balón de manera espectacular a una sola mano. Defiende 3, el pase por abajo y la anotación de Jaden Jude. Blue Devils, cuando nos estamos adentrando a la recta final del partido y lo están ganando por 6. Allá cobertura doble. ¡Ah, qué visión de campo! El intento de 3 y adentro. Todo el mérito para Phil.
It is much tougher, but it looked like Filipowski was there.
You like the change in the rule?
I think it's fantastic. Absolutely.
Let's go down to Angel Gray.
Filipowski with the touch. Working on Diarra on the baseline. And off his foot and out of play.
Anyone would have picked that 4 minutes into this one with these two high-powered offenses.
Filipowski getting a lot of attention and thrown away again. Duke looking like they haven't played in about a month.
Not going to allow is for NC State to get hot from the three-point line.
Duke has made 8 of their last 9. Poked free by Diarra. And they're going to get Filipowski for the whistle.
To ward off a possible alley-oop. Filipowski on the slip. Deflected pass to the hands of Dante Harris. A takeaway for Virginia, and then Harris. In the 15 years Tony Bennett's been in Charlottesville.
There's a reason why I said poise and a solid start. You don't need a great start, just a solid start.
Beekman came up to take that one away. What looked like it might be an uncontested dunk. Over 5 to shoot. James over Mitchell. And it's knocked away. Last touch, Kyle Filipowski. And it'll be Louisville. That is his calling card. And we get a foul away from the ball on Duke. It's on Filipowski.
Yeah, look at that. He's just constantly banging. He's waiting to see if any help.
Proctor wants space. Johnson steals it away. He is photon fast. One of the perks of doing a game there is right around the 7th inning stretch. A little bit before that, they come ask you for your flavor, and then they bring it up to you.
So what's your flavor? What's your tell?
Filipowski on the perimeter. Roach, backdoor, a turnover. Couple costly Duke giveaways the last few possessions.
Good defensive team. I tell you, it's going to be fun. Saturday, 2 Eastern, right here on ESPN. Duke is at Wake. Wake is a gifted offensive team. At times, they just scored 91 against Pitt. I think that's
game now. They've made 5 of their first 6.
Well, Darren Green came into the game with 356 made three-point field goals, so he's a guy that has traditionally been able to knock it down from deep.
Yeah, he had 21 again. Well, McCain just wants it, and why not when you're this hot? Filipowski powering his way to travel. Now, Jared McCain is
Florida native from the Orlando area now getting into the mix. I'm sure his dad, Yogi's in stands as the Blue Devils turn it off.
Spears with the pick. He'll go up against the blue shirt. Blake's back to Filipowski. He'll attack, lost it. Fast break opportunity. Spears getting it for Court. Filipowski doubled up. It spits free. Watkins will drive it, lay it in, and a foul too.
Such a edge have to prevail because they've both been dishing it out.
And that's going to be against Duke. As Green Jr. went sprawling to the
back-to-back three-point attempt for Wake Forest. One of the things Steve Forrest wants to see is his team attack the paint.
Filipowski on the baseline, lost it, and it goes back over to the Demon Deacons.
The 5 position and having shooting around him to be able to space the floor.
Duke 28-3 when Mitchell scores 10 or more points, and he's 10 tonight. As you pointed out, Billings will take it. Filipowski with a touch. One-on-one with Carr, got airborne, and he gave it away. Monsanto in transition. Off the three-pointer, right at midcourt, gets it away to Filipowski. A lot of time going off that clock.
At this point, you've got to play out this possession. There you go. You come up with the steal.
Monsanto picks it.
Boston College had a couple of short leads in the first half. Filipowski tracked it down and throws it to post. Lisa Matson on the run up. Oligbe sets up Harris. Roach bounce pass. Filipowski hesitated and then lost it on the dribble against Kebajai. The Notre Dame lineup features the freshman Shrewsbury, coach.
He doesn't realize how much I've studied him in his program, WD. That's what he's forgetting.
I wanted to go to Syracuse. He wouldn't recruit me.
Well, Corey, I had to get guards that would pass once in a while. You know, I mean,
Well, we lost him a couple of years ago, and he's just remembered so fondly at both Duke and in Pittsburgh. And as Corey told you, yep, the old number 10 hangs here. Back after this.
That's what he does. Cadeau is a penetrating point guard.
And now a turnover. Cadeau has it. And
thus far, good fake.
Filipowski lost it, and it's Carolina ball.
And that's turnover number 10 for the Blue Devils.
Filipowski drives it into a barricade. He threw it away. Picked off by Couture.
Great defensive rotation by Hunter Couture, who's trying to, and now sitting at the top of the league, going at it on an early February matchup. You gotta love it, and you love this matchup between Kyle Filipowski and Lynn,
which was over in the blink of an eye. Filipowski lost the handle and lost it out of play.
You see the difference there with Robbie Barron coming over. Now you've got a little bit of a double team action as we.
And now Roach with a touch for Filipowski, averaging 18 and 9 on the back down, and a foul with 13:22 to go in offensive. Outside for Roach. He'll penetrate. Mitchell grabs the rebound. Filipowski went up high, and that was inside the cylinder, so he interfered with it. That'll be the road in this environment. Filipowski first touch of the second half. Barricaded in along the baseline. And he's going to travel with it and turn it over. So good start for the Tigers.
Scouting report, so you're going to protect inside. You're going to show help. But that kick out, it's worked well for Louisville so far.
And Filipowski shuffled his feet. And it's a shot with Curtis Williams. And here comes Kyle leading the break himself. Little Euro. And let's see. Roger Ayers will talk it over with Joe Lindsay, and they'll call the offensive foul.
It's like, no, you make the call. You do.
Now, needs to get back and play defense as the Blue Devils have a chance to stretch the lead double figures again. Yep. And it's an offensive foul on Filipowski as he tried to find the man in the corner, and Kyle picks up his third.
If Carrington makes that shot with a very, very high degree of efficiency.
Filipowski threw it away, tried to go to Proctor, deflected. Here's Lowe going all the way down the scoop. 6-point game again. Filipowski had it poked away. Leggett tried to save it and did to Carrington. Here's Carrington. Lob. Federico the catch. Come Lowe, Austin, Leggett, and Henson out there for Pitt, and an offensive foul on Filipowski rather.
And Filipowski needs to be careful. He's pretty upset.
Proctor. Filipowski thought about it. Into traffic, threw it away to Leggett. Pitt trying to turn the floor. Here's Leggett on the drive and scores. Threes in the ball game. The lead back to 2. Or beg your pardon, 7 threes in the ball game. And turned over by the Blue Devils. Low into the front court.
Filipowski and Mitchell there for Coach Shire's team.
See early, Duke wants to get the basketball inside to see how Pitt's going to guard Filipowski, and a great defensive possession coach on the first.
It's got to stop. You got to finish it. You can't let him score here.
Filipowski against Federico and turned it over. Low in the Panthers. Trying to attack the Panthers. And turned over by Duke before they could get the ball to the rim. Filipowski had 22, and you're as connected as they've been tonight? It doesn't matter.
Rim protection doesn't matter as much when you play good defense. When you get beat a lot, then you need a rim protector back there. But they don't get beat.
21st of his Blue Devil career. And he tried to pass out of a double team there. He and Diaz-Graham both hit the deck, and here's Lowe going the other way for Pitt.
What could be better than playing here at home? The local guy from Mishawaka. Filipowski lost it. Another turnover. Braden Shrewsbury can't finish.
So an outstanding defender. He's a lot of deflections. Proctor. Filipowski gave it away.
That's where you just want Filipowski to go up strong. And the guy was late on the rotate from the weeks.
In straight up and down.
Foster and McCain getting a lot of playing time, obviously with no Proctor, as Filipowski hangs and grabs his own rebound. He will try to go right back up with it. It'll be Baylor.
Good pass into Filipowski.
And he had that ball deflected away, and then he picks up a foul on a loose ball. Really good hands. Jalen Bridges defensively the last couple of trips down.
Here, who got the best shot? And I said the ball has energy when you move it side to side the way they did.
Filipowski has his pocket pick. Numbers for the Pride. Little teardrop.
For him inside. Good pass again.
Power had it go through his fingertips out of bounds. So 7 made field goals, Fran. 6 assists.
Exactly.
With a nickname, and he was a great player. So when you're in New York City and you got a nickname and you got game, everybody wanted to come play with him. So the other picture you show was Norman Richardson.
The best scoring duo in the country.
And we should mention that officially they changed an earlier foul from the first half that was called on Fritz and gave it to Farmerson. Fran, what you're describing there, as Filipowski again tries to set up Mitchell, but it goes out of bounds back to Hofstra, is that innate, the ability to play slowly, or is that something that can be...
He's not a great athlete, he's just a technician.
Filipowski lost it. Into the hands of Khalil Farmer.
Big possession.
Fritz lost it. The lob to the rim. Gets knocked away. Hofstra able to save it. Dubar hammered by Roach.
Trying to create some space. A second effort. He hit the deck hard. Roach, Filipowski. Traveling prior to the kick out to Foster. That's also the...
By Doug men plus Care. A lot of turnover, a lot of transfers, a lot of talent, and a lot of athleticism for the Hogs. They force a turnover.
Screening the Duke zone. We saw the fade screen in the first half. He went down hard there. He lost his footing, it looked like.
Or maybe got tripped, but they play on, and then a foul again. Pass stolen away. And out of bounds off Filipowski back to Arkansas.
Well, Filipowski thought he got fouled. That was a great opportunity. Filipowski.
Could corral it. Filipowski has it picked. Hernandez lays it in.
Beats Shepard, and there's the dunk from Deshaun Shepard. Averaging 12.5 points, and a lead pass is turned over by the Blue Devils. Too fast, too soon for Filipowski. 5 point.
You see what Duke's philosophy is. Their game plan is they are not going to leave Jack Forrest open at all.
Filipowski turns it over, passing out of a double team. Bosco in transition. Moda made the cut and
lo va a mantener en la duela y va a correr ese riesgo a pesar del tema de las faltas.
Sí, bueno, pero Walker todavía tiene margen en ese sentido, que creo no va a regresar en un buen rato Skoll.
Que fue una victoria también para Duke, apenas 13 minutos de acción, pero sin generar puntos. Ahora está haciendo una brillante carta de presentación en esta temporada para Foster. Lo intentaba Malik.
Posting up. He's got Brandon Mitchell Day on him. On the face-up, Filipowski drew a double and walked with it.
There'll be no DJ Horn in the starting lineup. Kevin Keith's going to stick with what's gotten them here to this point.
Burns has it taken away by Filipowski. Horn beginning on the bench. As Proc last 5 or 6, he's been the man for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, averaging close to 19 points over the last 6 games. It's had back-to-back 18-point games here in the tournament. Notice they're going to have to deal with Kyle Filipowski this entire game when he starts going off the bounce, and every move has been aggressive.
Defensively, too. Already 3 steals as he connects. Again.
Su compañero bien atento, tomando el balón para 2 puntos de Filipowski. Son 7 de diferencia. Ahí está Filipowski. Ahora aparece robando el balón. No es el más natural votar en estos reconocimientos que le hacen a los jugadores de última. Error de North Carolina. Buena defensa de Duke. los Blue Devils. Ahora
Swagger infused in this roster, guys.
And his nails are beautiful.
Yeah, that's been well documented. 10 straight care of those. He has 14, and those are in the second half. 14.
That is obvious, but what you don't see is great spacing. Spacing allows playmakers to make plays. And Duke so far to start this game, great spacing on the offensive end.
Beekman's lob to Miner. Failed as well. 2'6" freshman. John Shire has been playing much bigger the last couple of games without Caleb Foster. As Filipowski on the deck, squirted it to Roach. Little tick. You think Isaac McNeely's thinking about any of that right now? In a sea of waving hands.
What about Andy Katz, who's right in front of him?
Look out, Filipowski!
Duke 57, Wake 52. Wake has been trailing all night. And Filipowski.
Really threw it into crazies. What a save by Roach. Ended up in the hands of McCain, who couldn't convert. Filipowski knocks down the close pass. And Stewart has back-to-back buckets.
As much time as you can on the clock. That's another reason why you have 3 guards in there. You're going to handle the ball better.
Davis turns it over.
Rocha has to get something going on the offensive end of the floor.
Collins draws the attention. Poteet lost it, though. He's begging for a foul there. Filipowski, but he steals it. Proctor. Here's Beadle backing it away. Shot clock at 5. Knocked away and stolen by Filipowski. They'll trigger it for Proctor. Outside for Roach.
To defend him, that's a tough matchup for Mitchell.
8 to shoot it. Entry pass knocked away by Mitchell. A steal for Duke. 20 seconds to go.
One's here to hold off the Cardinals as we're headed toward the 2-minute mark.
Making a three is one thing, but off the bounce, that type of finish, that was remarkable.
And the turnover for Louisville, and Proctor is going to
Guard out there.
Leggett spinning on Blakes. Into traffic, turned it over to Filipowski. Blakes now took the contact.
Fortunately for Stoudemire in this building, Filipowski's also shooting over 45% from three-point line.
He stood up Kelly. He saved it. Foster pushes. McCain trap. Dongo, the stud freshman, sets the screen for Sturdivant. Filipowski the pick. Filipowski, your confident freshman, who we told you has been so good recently. He's around 50% from 3 for the season. Burton turns it over again. It's Mitchell leading the break, and
and passionate individuals I think we have in the game of basketball.
No doubt.
And not only as a coach, but just in the game of life. And big shout out to Seth and his brother going through cancer. We've talked with Carolina.
I think they're one of the stories of the league so far. Just one loss so far this season. Filipowski took it away. McCain, tight pass back to Filipowski. Noodles are working on a 3-game winning streak. They won 7 of their last 9. A couple of players go to the floor. The arrow.
Madison Square Garden, and they are 40-18. And the tip is controlled by Baylor. And they will try to throw a bunch of alley-oops, and as if Duke were ready for it, Filipowski intercepts. Filipowski with a steal. Walter comes back and he fouls him.
But if they're going to go one-on-one in the post, Duke should go to Filipowski on every possession.
Filipowski, a 7-footer, bridges at 6'7", there's a turnover.
And Jaden Nunn just
the end of last season for Sherman Oaks Notre Dame. They beat Bronny James 4 times last year.
Fritz lost it. The lob to the rim. Gets
senior from Goldsboro, North Carolina. First year in the Georgia Tech program. And as Mike mentioned, played at Western Carolina in the Southern Conference. That's knocked away to Filipowski. Foster on the hop and run down the lane.
17 now, and it's a 9-point game.
There's still a lot of time left in this game.
Whoa! And a pass stolen away. And out of bounds Cuts off, and it's 75-70. Under a minute to go.
Turned it over again.
Oh my, they've got it again. Foster.
Effect Filipowski shot.
19 and 13 for Kyle Filipowski. And good corral it. Filipowski has it picked. Hernandez lays it in.
Tonight,
they've got a lot of guys who can put points on the board, Wes.
Now, they came in averaging 82.3 per game through the first four. They're going to finish with at least 82 tonight.
Oh, great delivery. Gotta love that from your 7-footer.
Well, that's what John Shire told us today, Mike, is that's the thing that he's improved the most at, as well as clearing the passing lanes and attacking it.
Bosco off the bounce on Mitchell, and that's just tough to handle for Noah Williamson.
He's done that a few times. He dribble drives in there, he gets himself in trouble with nowhere to go.
Con el intento, Tyrese Proctor, nuevamente oportunidad para el equipo de Michigan State. Atención con esta. Parecía, tenía toda la forma de un alley-oop y al final termina siendo posesión para el equipo de Duke.
Rattles out.
Boy, McCain is a good-looking player.
Filipowski takes it away.
Just not a good pass by Caleb Love. Nothing there.
24-25 segundos. En la esquina, buen pase. Grande, Filipowski, en 2 veces Filipowski, pero sigue siendo de North Carolina, tírale, quedan 3, quedan 2. El disparo.
A fabricar los pases rápidos y a buscar ya sea de 3 o ahí en la zona de la pintura.
Con 4, con 3. Y luego el rebote ofensivo, a ver.
A horse. You strike me as more of the equestrian type.
Yeah, totally.
Murray is completely smothered. Filipowski knocks it away. That is a shot clock violation. And Duke
doing a really good job there. Rhodes getting through the defense, getting through the screen. And
Filipowski, the block.
And switch on to anybody and guard them well. Truly a 1-through-5 kind of guy. Now O'Meara's got McCain on him. Filipowski over to Held and got a piece of it.
He drives right into Filipowski, so you're driving right in. Arkansas didn't guard him, and he fought through it.
Jay, they've got 11 threes already tonight. That matches their high in any ACC game. There's over 15 minutes to go. They're high. O'Meara back in for Miami. One-on-one here with Filipowski. Here comes the help, and just too much size, too many bodies.
That needs to be a quicker.
Filipowski with 5. Got Marsh 7-1 from Cornwall, England. Who's definitely an international flavor here. Filipowski went for the block. Shutting down Carr.
Well, has had 4 double-digit rebounding games thus far this year. 3 double-doubles.
Miller on the spin. Filipowski with the rejection.
Underrated part of Flip's game.
Got to get a shot.
Despite not having attempted a free throw in this first half. Blocked it inside. Touch pass post. Filipowski comes out of nowhere to swat it. Now with a shot.
Terry Booth, almost 7 feet tall. Bothered by Mitchell. Recovered Giles. Swatted out. Filipowski, nice play. Here's the lead for Flip. Spin and foul.
No free throws on that foul committed on R.J. Davis before the post-whistle contact.
Little backdoor cut to Davis. Filipowski got a piece of it. Duke has it.
It's a tight win.
For the Blue Devils, you go back, you're thinking about he was on that team with Paolo Banchero. And, of course, Trevor Keels, all the NBA draft picks.
Shefflin denied, ran into a barricade there. The follow run.
We talked about for Brad Brownell, you got to limit turnovers and limit the threes from Duke.
Chase Hunter in a blow. Hunter went for the dunk. He thought he got fouled on the play. Still debating that.
As they talked about the scouting report and how they wanted to guard Gerard and give the Blue Devils credit for following the scouting report.
Again denied. Loose ball comes to Filipowski. Great save. 34-26, the Blue Devils gunning for their 15th win of the season. That's Filipowski with the stuff. Clean block to trigger.
Over the last 4 or 5 games, of course, of the season, haven't taken or made that many threes, and the percentage not that great. Filipowski wipes away the shot of Curtis Williams, and here comes
time. Dates back to 1938, next door at Old Card Gym when they played for the first time. Here's Federico, hard to the basket, blocked by Filipowski. Or at least blocked.
Transfer now at his third school, and a fresh 20 for the Jackets, only down by 5. Kapari off the bounce. 3-on-2, Foster.
No shots.
Tyrese Proctor had scored just 3 points total his last 2 games. Claude, met at the rim by Filipowski. And now Roach is hobbled up court.
And Young, who had a chance at the three-point play a moment ago, turns it over. Pitt in transition. Carrington's had a tough night. That got swatted away by Filipowski. And
here's Burton, scoreless in the second half, these first 6 minutes. Filipowski on him. Burton drives around the corner, no. And then Burton was out of bounds, so it belongs to Duke.
Damon Stoudemire is doing a heck of a job. So is Autry there in Syracuse, and Shrewsbury's letting everybody know his team is for real as well.
Filipowski with a block on Burton.
And take a second, go up strong, and power it at the rim.
It's just been off tonight. But Copeland on the drive, denied. Brown fired it. Nice save on the deck. The Duke Blue Devils. That's Mitchell.
Out there as well, number 6. Drop it low. McLaurin, Filipowski had it sewed in. Knocked that one away with 5 on the shot clock. Then in its most recent game, December 20th, told about the win against Baylor at Madison Square Garden.
What Mark Mitchell makes it, that's where he really. Australia cannot complete the old school three-point play. With his 3rd miss from the throw line this season on 16 attempts. Filipowski recovered defensively, and Proctor grabs it. That's what he does. The handoff. Filipowski recovered on the attempt. Catch. Well, there are guys on the perimeter. Filipowski, number 5 out of bounds.
So is D-Stone Dubar. With the shot clock under 10, they go inside. Fritz has it knocked away by Filipowski.
Back door.
Thomas gets it blocked from behind by Filipowski, who saves for Duke.
Pitching. They switch equals, which is the 2 to 3, the 4 and the 1.
Filipowski denies the reverse layup attempt by Carlos.
Comfortable you feel, and hopefully for him that transitions into confidence and better results.
Right on the offensive glass, won by the defensive team. Game wears number 10 in white and old gold and blue. And off to Kelly. Down the lane against Filipowski. Held his ground.
If you hold your ground and go straight up in the air, you will.
Claude from the corner. Filipowski guarding him and taking it away.
Second block. He's done a nice job of taking the body and getting the block.
Off's got Roach on his hip. Feverish action.
That was a 6'2" guard, folks, who made that play.
Claude had it knocked away. Tries again. Filipowski got a piece of it.
Third. It's a little different when it's just one of those guys out on the floor as a rim protector instead of both of them.
Filipowski gets a piece of that.
His 4th block.
McCain.
Battle. They keep him from driving. Shot clock is at 5. And Filipowski with a rejection with a couple of fouls.
You can see in this discussion as well, there's so much confusion in the calls from the defense.
Proctor pushes, shovels for Roach. The shot fake, Roach drive. It was a lot of the reserves on the floor who got it to within 4, playing with Tyrese Proctor as well. Mervis dropped it off, and then Powell had it blocked by Filipowski. Mervis took it back to Bolt, and the talented freshman has the lead back in double figures for the Blue Devils. Good pass by Moore. Smith was thinking poster. Filipowski had other ideas. Duke runs. Here's
Yep. Averaged 13 points in ACC play a year ago. Gill trapped. Feeds Rokas Yotus. Blocked by Filipowski. And on the inline.
Wes,
You're not going to get this all back at once, but what you'd like to do is go on a little 6 or 7-0 run there.
Yep, and that's swatted by Filipowski. Look out. Roach has got friends. He'll take it down.
His attention to what's going on with this program, that's for sure.
They were on the phone for an hour this morning. John III said his father was trying to talk him through how to win every possession. Filipowski had the block on Mota and McCain pushed.
La proyección que tiene este roster de potenciales selecciones de primera ronda es brutal. Hablando de NBA, ni decir de la cantidad de jugadores que en tiempo presente están en el mejor básquetbol del mundo. La distribución de puntos para Joe. Es un gran trabajo defensivo.
Made him take it.
Now Ballo. Remember, Filipowski's got 3. And now it'll be Stewart called for the foul.
NBA talent to return to school. He did that with the second-ranked class coming in. So he's got a good problem to have. He's got guys he's got to force to play him.
Filipowski went up on Neshkovich for the block. Duke runs.
Well, that's what the promo says, so we're going to have to edit that.
Yeah, we got to edit that. That actually have to be edited.
Burns, short. Filipowski had the rebound come right to him. Middlebrooks went down, got back up, caught the pass. Going to work on Filipowski. It spins out. Almost made it.
But that one, but hasn't been able to get it going here this evening.
Back for Burns. Burns trying to spin to that iron. It's tapped up and in.
But the motion from the backcourt they're used to.
DJ Burns again. And another foul.
So now OB.
Shot clock to 4. Back to the big fella. Got to get a shot in the air. And that'll roll off. 1:27 to play. Burns wants the paint, swooping in and lays it home.
Oh, and even worse.
Or McRyan, Armando Bacot, difícil, Bacot, igualito Bacot. Y la verdad que lució muchísimo en la jugada. Acá viene la respuesta, Bacot. Con power, falla, pero buena tabla, no parece, porque de repente frente a los cohetes, R.J. Davis. En la esquina, Bacot. Creo que solo Kyle Filipowski.
But played exceedingly well without him over the weekend. Burns getting his first touch, getting in close for the hook, and that'll drop in. Jay's only scored 6 like that. You're not doing that as a freshman necessarily. Burns on Filipowski. And got position and dropped.
Swagger infused in this roster, guys.
And his nails are beautiful.
Yeah, that's been well documented. He takes great care of those. He has 14.
Want to rotate unless they have to. Let these guys just kind of stay one-on-one.
Hatfield going right at Filipowski. They do it. Roach is there.
Carr faces up on Filipowski. And now backs him down. Carr gets fouled. 2 on Filipowski.
Good pressure by Duke defensively. O'Meara over Filipowski, won't go, and Stewart the rebound.
Stewart is
his production, his improvement over the last 3-4 months, and you talked about Mark Mitchell. He's a better player now than he was at the beginning of the season. O'Meara working hard as he always. O'Meara back in for Miami. One-on-one here with Filipowski. Here comes the help, and just too much size, too many.
On since 1997. 2-point loss here last year. Reed playing with the 3 fouls. Filipowski will foul him right away. And Santo bouncing for Carr. Carr can really be explosive. Trying to get inside, denied by Filipowski.
Hang around, and the longer they hang around, the more confident the defense becomes.
Reed pounding it into the lane, gets 2. And this becomes a 3-point. Reed to the paint. Rebound's going to be tapped off in points. They want Reed to touch it again. To his right. Yes, that's a pretty shot.
And after Reed delivering, their offensive numbers are way up from a season ago. Their most efficient offense in 6 years.
Everything goes through post. That's a tough shot, though. Philip struggled with some big men of late, but not the case this afternoon. Filipowski guarding a leg bang right now, and Prince a leg bang hits a tough jumper. 2-minute, 23-second break. And they get him involved. Oh, just pissed off Filipowski. That is an easy call against post.
And that only gets him riled up even more here inside the Smith Center. Baycott. Jump hook, no.
Well, Hubert Davis threw that up, knowing that when Baycott came over, Filipowski was going to have the glass wide open.
Baycott over Filipowski, banks it in. Ryan into Baycott. And a foul on Filipowski.
Into the paint. Just makes winning plays.
Another touch for Baycott. Left hand, and yes! He's having a terrific night as well. 18 points, 10 rebounds. Baycott. And one.
Well, he took a shot across.
Two on this floor. They've done it to a lot of people. Kidd swooping into the lane to the left side. Filipowski really stayed home nicely and harassed him. On the entry, here's Kidd. This is a good battle tonight with Filipowski. And what a nice move. That was off the window. Practiced a lot lately because of the knee and then the ankle injury. But can always make a difference in there. Jumping to the other side of the iron. Beautiful move by Lynn Kidd.
Mike Young.
Seth Greenberg built. Collins down to Poteet. Poteet wants it.
I love my man Seth Greenberg, but this is Del Curry's house. I'm going to tell you that right now. Jeremy Kane cocky, even though he is. I want to make sure to let people know he's super confident.
Kidd flipping that up and a whistle.
When he doesn't have to worry about smaller defenders coming in smacking the basketball away.
Kidd backing down, and he makes a very difficult shot. Down to three. Hall with the left. Mitchell it's 20 consecutive losses to Duke at Cameron Indoor, but Duke has suffered 2 defeats here this year. Here's Hall, and that one didn't touch thing, and it'll go the other way.
There's a school history, so there's a lot of context behind it that I understand the challenges of building culture, building a program, when the reality is not what your history tells you it is.
Louisville has it, down by 5. Here's Johnson, who's a crafty passer, good creator for his teammates. Lee Hatfield can't get it to go, and nothing's
the last time he said that. Took the red shirt. Yeah. Fought the NCAA and got eligibility. That's what they did.
Huntley Hatfield. Trey White working on Stewart. Huntley Hatfield's been really good tonight. Goes over Filipowski and Stewart.
They're going to switch 1 through 4 with everything.
By Dongo, turning around on Filipowski and a little bit too strong. Dongo, the stud freshman, sets the screen for Sturdivant. Filipowski the pick.
Oh, there's no surprising there. Let's see if they can keep this up and continue to rebound the ball.
Now they have struggled offensively as Keba Jai goes to work and the Penn State transfer.
Good. They dropped the last 2, 1 in a row and at home against a really good Carolina team that's showing they're not just good, they're borderline great right now.
Keba Jai couldn't get it.
I had to wait till the right time.
Burton for Jai. Shot clock winding down on the Penn State transfer. Smooth move for 2.
They are the guards. Kyle Filipowski is demanding the ball. That's what you want to see from your star player.
Leaning inside, Brown. Yes, that'll roll home. Had a really
defended by Misi.
Dennis steps into a 3, can't find it. Misi back in the game with the offensive rebound. Underneath, Filipowski had no angle.
So is D-Stone Dubar. With the shot clock under 10, they go inside. Fritz has it knocked away by Filipowski.
Gave up the 3, caught the pass in the pocket, swung it to the open man. That's great basketball.
Going the other way, the foul against Hofstra.
You know what he did there, Mike? That was his move. He stopped short and hit the jumper. Iago, nice move by 90. Claude from the corner. Filipowski guarding him and taking it away.
Second block, he's done a nice job of taking the body and getting the block.
Dismal season a year ago, he had to carry such a heavy load for them, and obviously in a more winning environment here in Fayetteville. Look at Davis running down the reach.
That was the Final Four team.
Makai Mitchell, big physical battle with Filipowski, and Mitchell wins.
For the Explorers, and here is Yotus trying to work on Filipowski. Reroutes with the right hand, left it short, and a foul on Filipowski. A little steeper for Dunphy's team. Bounce pass, Yotus with a right hand. Nope. McCain, who is scoring.
Edmonds, who suffered a knee injury Tuesday against LaSalle, and he's going to be out 5 to 6 weeks. Noah Williamson, no, and then the 7-footer commits the.
Muchas veces he dicho que John Scheyer es uno de los coaches más inteligentes en todo el país. Y eso lo mostró durante las últimas 8 campañas, como el equipo de los Blue Devils han llegado a partir de la línea de tiros libres. Es una auténtica locura cómo le han sacado provecho a una ventaja que claramente viene desde
his best. Caleb Love is a truly outstanding player.
Originally transferred to Michigan, but Michigan would not accept all of his credit, so he had to open it up. Ballo trying to back down Filipowski. And he does. Boy, that was just strength from Umar Ballo.
He made him take it.
Now Ballo. Remember, Filipowski's got 3. And now it'll be in his first year to a rotation guy in his second year to a star in his third year. Can't finish this one. And it's Duke ball.
Be interesting to see, too. We got to watch Duke and watch that three-point shooting. Wasn't a strength a year ago, but I think they're much improved this year.
Tough turnaround there on the baseline jumper for the sophomore. Again, he can orchestrate. Classmate Mitchell Day. And he's blocked by Reeves.
That's what you want to see from a Regis team want to reach. Got to shoot the ball better. Got off to a slow start a little bit tonight, but they got a few guys knocking down shots.
Dmitrievich left it short. Filipowski the rebound. Yeah, we said.
24-25 segundos. En la esquina, buen pase. Grande, Filipowski.
Second in ACC play, he's second on the Duke team in assists. He can pass it.
Burns dumping it down low. Diarra, hung on the iron. He wins. Burns off the inbounds, will lay it in. And a timeout, NC State.
Duke more concerned there with taking away the.
Of a made shot where you get your defense back and get set.
They may be dramatically so, though. The slowest tempo team in America, and they get a basket from Ryan Dunn on the left. There's, and I appreciate your perspective on this. There's fun, there's safety. Can we do both at the same time? I think we can, as Dunn stuffs it in and gets Virginia back within 21.
Duke doing a really good job there. Rose getting through the defense, getting through the screen, and Filipowski.
Johnson inside Huntley Hatfield to Okorafor, and fouled by Power. That's good from the field.
Only thing that stopped Duke is themselves with the turnovers.
The basket is good, plus the foul for Huntley Hatfield.
Hard to tell from that angle. I thought so too in real time. Miller into Carr, gets the roll.
Arkansas didn't guard him, and he fought through it.
They've got 11 threes already tonight. That matches their high in any ACC.
They started this game 6 of 7 from the field with no turnovers. And OB, this is a team that comes in with a negative assist-to-turnover rate in ACC play.
So Duke's all-time record by a player is 9 three-point makes. Shane Battier there. He's got one for him with the dunk. J.J. Redick did it in 05. McCain. Worley. Nice dish. And a whistle. And a foul against the Blue Devils as Gainey took.
Mark Mitchell, who led Duke in scoring with 17 points on Saturday, now in double figures. The front line has been all the scoring. Oh,
that's going to be a slam by Carter. Talk about an easy bat. Hildreth up off the window. Too strong. Tap back out. He'll try it again. No, but stuffed in
The freshman, and then look at all the experience of the rest of the lineup with Davis, Ryan, Harrison Ingram having a great year, and of course Armando Bacon, who lays it in.
Most of the night leaning on him. In the corner, here comes Collins down to drive, and Barron gets the easy one in close.
Great. As they talked about the scouting report and how they wanted to guard Girard, and give the Blue Devils credit for following the scouting report.
Again denied.
Here's White. Now here's James. Skycart driving again. Gives it up to Huntley Hatfield.
Fortunately for Stoudemire in this building, Filipowski's also shooting over 45% from the three-point line.
He stood up Kelly. He saved it. Foster pushes.
No shots.
Tyrese Proctor had scored just 3 points total his last 2 games. Claude, met at the rim by Filipowski.
Turnovers once again. You talk about for Syracuse, 15 turnovers in this game, not taking care of the ball.
That's a slick pass, and it's going to lead to a potential.
And passionate individuals I think we have in the game of basketball.
No doubt.
And not only as a coach, but just in the game of life. And big shout out to you. Tell me a player more recognizable than Caitlin Clark. She's going to break every record, and she might come back to school to do it again next year.
Right. This could have another year if she wants it.
Burnout out there as well, number 6. Drop it low. McLaurin, Filipowski had it sewed in. Knocked that one. Handoff.
Recovered on the attempt. Catch.
Filipowski is when you're around him in person.
Yeah, listed at 7 feet 248. Fritz gets the defender in the air and draws the foul. He'll head to the free throw line.
He's got to really continue to improve on. He will, especially when he gets to the NBA, is the three-point shooting. But you got to play through him, and that's a mistake right there.
Just what Seth was talking about.
Possible to guard one-on-one inside. Great players make 2 defenders guard them, whether they're a point guard or a big man.
Thomas's pass deflected off.
On Tuesday at home for Charlotte against Stetson out of the A-Sun.
No help, no hedging on screens, fighting through.
Jackson again with a jam.
Well, and this is the second time.
Gelko departing as the head coach of Duke. Milicic, opposite shoulder. Filipowski. Through our first half. Shot clock to 5. Claude down low, and Dungo off the glass. Approaching the 9-minute mark, right down the lane, and Dungo dropped it off. Claude finished it up.
Kelly can kind of play. Young can kind of play center field a little bit.
Kelly down low, and Dungo lays it in with 2 seconds.
A lot of anxious moments, but thankfully he's okay, and he'll be back soon.
The transfer from Houston is off to a great start for the Hogs this year. Davenport underneath, and it's battle. They keep him from driving. Shot clock is at 5. And Filipowski with a rejection.
An extended pressure with a pick it up 94 feet.
Campion. Baseline drop off for Smith, and he gets the roll. And John Shire's seen enough. It was a lot of the reserves on the floor who got it to within 4, playing with Tyrese Proctor as well. Mervis dropped it off, and then Powell had it blocked by Filipowski. Bolton, the talented freshman, has the lead back in double figures for the Blue Devils. Good pass by Moore. Smith was thinking poster. Filipowski had other ideas.
John Shire and his staff concerned about the veteran guards that LaSalle put on the floor. Yotus at the foul line. Yep. Averaged 13 points in ACC play a year ago. Gill trapped. Feeds Rokas Yotus. Blocked by Filipowski. And by Mitchell to move his feet. 4 to shoot. Brickus trying to find a seam, and Sands somehow or another caught the deflection and scored. 4th field goal, right? Brickus.
I think what he should have done is stop on the outside and shot the 3.
Nice pass. Yotus the dunk. Now, Dan.
Bosco off the bounce on Mitchell, and that's just tough to handle for Noah Williamson.
He's done that a few times. He dribble drives in.
Con el intento, Tyrese Proctor, nuevamente oportunidad para el equipo de Michigan State. Atención con esta. Parecía tenía toda la forma de un alley-oop y al final tomar esas decisiones y eventualmente disparar desde la larga distancia. A.J. Hoggard en cobertura doble. No estoy seguro si era un intento de alley-oop. Lo cierto es...
He's a legit 7-2, and he's all of that. Lewis baseline, off to Krevis. Boy, and he had a chippy that would have made it an 8. Now the double team. The deflection. Balo will finish the assist to Boswell.
Just erased it.
Larson. Balo lays it in. Arizona by 3.
And Dan, that was
footer. Here's Jackson Monroe, one of those talented sophomores for Dartmouth who, even as a big, they can play through him because he's an elite passer and he finds Mitchell Day.
And this is what we're talking about.
Yes, be there.
You know it's going to be there, like now. Set the screen.
So
he comes
here he is,
off.
15 hedging. Cornish split it, and then Filipowski broke up the passing lane. It belonged. Coming up on 11 to go. Duke by 22. Good back cut again, and Neshkovich is up to 21 points.
Valuable guy for Coach Shire. O'Connell on the baseline. He's walled off. Diarra on the fake. Shot clock down to 4. Burns straight on. Yes, he's got such a nice.
En la primera mitad. Harrison Ingram. Buena marca de Duke. Cruza toda la duela el balón solo.
Duke missing their first 4 to begin this one. Burns gets a clean look, and it'll drop in.
Isn't it amazing?
One and can't connect.
Really good defense by Mohamed Diarra there, switching off and then forcing that tough shot over.
He's staying with a chance here to grab the lead, but too strong.
Having Flip come back and move over to the center spot and play your center most of the year has hurt him some. They're not playing as big as they did.
There's Buki Miller. The Central Michigan transfer with post entry to Reed, who had a mismatch. Skipped it for Andrew Carr, who couldn't connect for threw it away. Picked off by Carr. 2 excellent offenses. 2 of the very best in all the ACC. Reed feeling good about his shot.
Sometimes he can get himself into trouble doing too much on the perimeter.
Reed kicks it out for Salas. Knocks it down. Carr has been busy these first 4 minutes out of halftime. Reed gets the roll.
Filipowski, then Mitchell finds himself wide open. What a start for Mitchell. 7 of the 10 Duke points. George the drive and kick. Joe Bay misses the 3, and the weak side rebound to McCain.
And Watson just subbing into the game. They have not shown themselves to be consistent or reliable, but they're going to have to play good minutes in this game.
That's why a guy like Paul Joe. Poplar. Now Joseph. Poplar from about 4 feet behind the arc. Foster into double figures for the Blue Devils. O'Meara wide left on the 3.
You wanted another attempt there. Look at Miller. Can't stick it. Goodrich again on the tap out. And that won't drop. And Filipowski had it.
The minutes in that first half.
Sure did. Under 7 to play. Salas will get it out to the big. Oh, that missed ugly by Marsh, the 7-footer.
That stadium name for Eddie Cameron, basketball and football coach and AD here at Duke. Really 5 decades. Pull up 3 around and out for Prince Aligbe. 3 threes for Duke, among the best 3-point shooting teams in the country. Another good long skip pass. There's McLaughlin, not even close on a 3. He's got the switch with Proctor. He's got a huge height advantage in the post. Filipowski is behind him now. McLaughlin misses from 3. There's happens. 3rd assist for McCain. 9 points, 8 rebounds, no turnovers. There's Post with a great find, but it's Aligbe who is now 4 for.
Go inside of a minute to play. Booth, 3 spins out. Roach the rebound.
I mean, it's hard when you're losing to just keep doing that, but they have done that.
Sanders the 3, and the rebound for Sean Stewart.
Mitchell came over, bothered the shot. Ryan for 3.
Boy, what a job by Mitchell, but what a shot.
To bring Duke a little bit closer.
Majoring in English.
McCain into double figures. Ingram with the end. A great effort by Ingram. To the deck to save it and kick it back out.
What an amazing play by Harrison Ingram.
But the Blue Devils have responded. You talk about the run. Nice find.
Long jumper on the way, but too strong by Barrett. And right now, then they head to Miami. They've got FSU coming up on the road. They've got North Carolina on the road. Collins again. He's feeling it.
Shot clock getting down toward 5. There's Huntley Hatfield working through a couple of Blue Devils, and a look for Clark from the corner, and another 3-ball, and this is not.
Diaz-Graham going to help. Does with 5 to shoot. They'll skip it. Jeffress thought about it. Low, deep 3 from the front. Hit the rim. Proctor the rebound. Low into the front court. Austin will try. Rim off, low, or Leggett the rebound. Put it back.
George had a roll off. Offensive rebound for Claude and a fresh 20. Moves it for Coleman. Sticks it.
Kept Carrington under control.
But he's getting shots. You know, some cases he haven't gotten good shots, but Carrington got some shots.
Austin long with the 3.
The basket, when to shoot the 3, but again, he's the seasoned veteran on this Blue Devil team.
Austin on the kick out from Leggett. And here is Proctor.
On the road. And net or no net, which I'm not a net believer, but you have to win games on the road if you're on the bubble.
Jeffress the 3. His
needs to do that. What are you going to do now? Now you got to come out of the paint. That's going to free things up for the guards and Filipowski.
Shrewsbury hits another.
That's an explosive package that could take his game to the next level.
Thought about a 3 there. Gives it up for Williams. Can't drill it. Filipowski another rebound. He's not scoring, but he's
higher power than Syracuse. And now you're even seeing them go into a zone, trying to change it up, forcing Syracuse to set up for shots from the outside.
Williams that'll rattle in. Syracuse needed that one.
So it just gives them a different dynamic, Dave.
8 for 8.
Because then you can't afford to double Kyle Filipowski down low on the block. You have to stay home and one-on-one.
Aubrey. McLaurin baseline. Easy board Filipowski. Filipowski really has not ventured outside in this game. He's getting guarded by a smaller guy. He's in the paint most of the time. Dude, Tom, that's not the easiest thing to do. You made it look easy. Wow. Filipowski challenge.
Back door.
Thomas gets it blocked from behind by Filipowski, who saves.
Up with older, bigger players, playing on the schoolyard, in the gym. He just really has a good feel. Remember, he's a transfer from
the dribble. 9th made 3 of the season for Caleb Foster. Patterson drew the defense, and the kick for the wide open 3. 3 points for Mark Mitchell. He's a double-digit scorer, 11 per game. And 11 points, 4 boards. And the loss at Georgia Tech, final of the week.
Out on the perimeter, but not quite the strength to go inside against him. Nate George on the handle. Cut off.
Jumper. No go.
Ellis with a couple of buckets already here in the second half. Keeps the dribble alive. Brazil, another 3. His 3rd of the game.
I thought they started last game inside out like they did this first possession. It didn't end up well with Filipowski scoring, but they playing inside out goes big for this team.
And you like that?
I do.
Chance to set foot on the floor at Cameron Indoor. Yaron Hassan, the UConn transfer, missed for Bucknell, been quiet so far. Ian Moda Jr. off the bounce, back out for Williamson. He, like Filipowski, can step out and shoot it, and McCain heading on Young. Kick, Moda hoists. Can't hit. Offensive rebound, Biziak. Force triggers. Too strong.
Haciendo su trabajo defensivo en la individual. Prefiere atacar la pintura, pero defiende 3. Por eso tiene que ir atrás con mucho tiempo. La cobertura incluso llega tarde.
Caleb Love. He's attempted just 1 shot so far.
But he's got to get something off a ball reversal.
Good look for Johnson in the corner, and he'll bury it.
About settling for those 3s and not getting the ball inside.
All right, Dartmouth at their best in the first half. What do you like most?
I like that play just we just saw. Putting Ryan Young in ball screen.
He had 15 and 9 per game last year. He's got a dozen in this one. Extra pass to Brandon Mitchell-Day, who can step out and shoot it at 6'8".
Podríamos ver menos de doble dígito, si viene una mala ofensiva de los Tar Heels.
Un tiro libre en movimiento.
It's taking that shot if you're Steve Forbes.
Filipowski switched on to Miller. Robot rolled out, and Eckenreed is as good as anyone.
Same thing Coach Greenberg said as well. He likes it inside out, the method for Filipowski.
Oh, man! He's having a hat.
Movement goes side to side. They were well spaced out, and that spaces out the defense and stretches it.
Well, that's a tough shot, but Poplar's going to bang it home. A three-point.
Duke out guarding with their heels on the three-point line, but boy, their help defense. Miami's seeing only bodies. They're not seeing angles or.
You can take away the first few games of the season. Over the last 18 games, he's probably been their most consistent guy.
Green Jr. And it rattles home. We're watching it. Jackson, shot clock at issue now, down to 6. The pull-up pop short. Pop free is scrambled. It's been a pretty ugly first half shooting the basketball.
That's the guy right there. You want him taking as many shots as you possibly can. Hunter Silas not deterred by the.
He has 20 points. Salas finds an opening. Not this time. Tipped up and in.
Fourth told us they would be more aggressive against these Duke guards.
Salas, a determined move. Can't finish though. Tapped out for.
Nothing to do with Filipowski. It may have traveled too. Now Filipowski gets switched onto the three-point shooter Harris off the mark.
Here's Beadle backing it away. Shot clock at 5. Knocked away. Stolen by Filipowski. They'll trigger it for
Filipowski switches. Clark goes by him, and Sky will go to the free throw line with 3 seconds remaining.
Which I love. But you can still earn that. And I'm going to tell you, they're more apt to call that because of what they took away at the rim.
Nice. There's White scoring his.
The game's leading scorer. Here's Lowe with 10 to shoot. He'll fire and hit. Jalen.
History. He did. A great job. Watch what Duke's doing right now. They're going to try to ghost the screen, and great job in countering.
George comes up empty to close the first half.
Here is Carrington.
See, they get a mismatch like that, they should try to take advantage of it.
There's a rising fire 3. Long rebound collected McCain. Duke wants to get Newton. Diaz Graham. This is Jorge wearing 31, by the way. Leggett from the parking lot. Bounds away for Foster.
Today, he had to switch some things up. He started out the year doing things that they had done in the past, or they did last year. But it wasn't working for this group with this level of this person.
Yeah, the Irish have had their struggles offensively this year. They play slow. Meanwhile, Duke's been trying to play faster as Marcus Burton rimmed it out. Dyer's talked to us multiple times about this season. Here's Burton. Had to adjust against the 7-footer's length, and then it's a foul underneath on the Fighting Irish. Confident freshman who we told you has been so good recently. He's around 50% from 3 for the season. Burton turns it over again. It's Mitchell. Here's Burton. Scoreless in the second half these first 6 minutes. Filipowski on him. Burton drives around the corner, no. And then Burton was out of bounds. There's been a raucous crowd with a lot of Duke blue in the building, we should say, here in South Bend. Burton.
They're doing a great job of getting it. Damon Stoudemire is doing a heck of a job. So is Autry there in Syracuse, and Shrewsbury's letting everybody know his team is for real as well.
Filipowski with a block.
The point guard missed 3 games after rolling that left ankle against Georgia Tech. And the whistle with 9.5 to go in the first half. And
Pick one, because once he sees the ball go in, that's when the problem starts.
So rare to see a freshman with that kind of shooting ability from range. Nice shot on the drive and heavy trap. Points number 10 and 11 for him. Under a minute. Syracuse unable to make that run in the end. Duke.
Australia cannot complete the old school three-point play. with his third miss from the throw line this season on 16 attempts. Filipowski recovered defensively.
You don't want to grind it out 40 minutes against an opponent's half-court defense.
Yeah, that's a double dribble right there from Missy. Stubbs.
Much better blocking out. That was a heck of a rebound by Bridges.
He throws a three up. That's off to the right. And who's... Filipowski with a steal. Walter comes back and he got.
That was an outlier. I mean, they just got punched at the start and never really recovered. But Baylor probably trends a team ranked in the 60s.
Kane all in double figures for the Blue Devils.
Got the switch now. Dennis being guarded by Filipowski.
And the floater goes. Pretty play. Ray J. bench here the last 5 minutes.
Got the switch again.
And another terrific job by Ray J. Dennis with. They run the high weave and get the high screen.
There's the matchup they want.
Misi waiting for an offensive rebound, but it goes into the hands of Mitchell. Career high. A take right into Filipowski, and you'll count the basket.
Filipowski just could not stay square.
Said this to Coach Shire. He's finding his identity, Mark Mitchell. Forget the outside shot. Do all the energy things.
Carlos pulls up. Banks it in.
Not sure he wanted to do that. He just wanted to get something. They switch equals, which is the 2 to 3, the 4 and the 1.
Filipowski denies the reverse layup.
Here's Miles Kelly. 8 points in the first half for Kelly, leading scorer for Georgia Tech. Hesitation and drive. Miles Kelly to the glass.
It's a little different when it's just one of those guys out on the floor as a rim protector instead of both of them.
Filipowski gets a piece of that.
His fourth. So Stewart can guard at five positions. They got a switch now.
Stewart of a fancy dribble and hits the jumper.
And Arkansas only had 5 turnovers in that first half. 3 or 4 of them were unforced. Good drive.
And there's a bucket for Ellis.
Kings when they're able to penetrate.
Mitchell from the elbow. Why not?
Throw by the Blue Devils. Gill being patient on the screen. Guns for 3 and hits.
Oh, Wes, you're not going to get this all back at once, but what you'd like to do is go on a little 6 or 7-0 run there.
Yep, and that's swatted by Filipowski. Look out. Roach tonight.
They've got a lot of guys who can put points on the board, Wes.
Now they came in averaging 82.3 per game through the first 4. They're going to finish with it.
On Williamson's Duke record of 35.5.
And he gets up even higher when he's moving.
Boswell takes a bump. And it's down to Stewart. 6 to shoot. Boswell with Filipowski on him. The step back 3. How about
5 or 6? He's been the man for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, averaging close to 19 points over the last 6 games. It's had back-to-back 18-point games here in the tournament. Can play with such motion like that off the basketball, you get those type of opportunities.
14 for Filipowski. When we talk about great footwork and great, although when he gets hot, look out. 8 threes at Florida State. You and I were there for that record performance. Horn doubled it down to Middlebrooks. Tried the other side of the rim, but no.
Su compañero bien atento, tomando el balón para 2 puntos de Filipowski. Son 7 de diferencia. Ahí está Filipowski. Ahora aparece robando.
Pulling in against Filipowski. Laid it up. Can't hit the shot, but draws the whistle. There's that foul you were talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly. Just finished the play by grabbing the rebound.
Taylor for Burns. Swatted away. Once again, Stewart is the man to meet.
Making that is obvious, but what you don't see is great spacing. Spacing allows playmakers to make plays. And Duke so far to start this game, great spacing on the offensive end.
Beekman's
middle double. Well, it's hard to overcommit when you have 3-point shooters around the perimeter and a great playmaker and passer in Filipowski.
Buchanan maybe could have taken a step further there, floated it low.
That's just the way it's going.
First basket for Duke's second leading scorer. That's whipped inside to Minor, and Stewart takes it off the rim.
Did a good job of anticipating the spin, and his balance is what made that play.
Here's Buchanan around Mitchell. Mark Mitchell's called for his first foul.
It really allowed, he and Andrew Carr fouled out, allowed Mark Mitchell and Filipowski to really have a field day at the rim.
Read the lob, and it rolls down from his... He had 21 against Georgia, 24 against North Florida. He gets rolling. It can be lights out. Rolling to the basket. Up and in for two. Cam Corrin, the sixth. Let's see if Jameer Watkins gets rolling here in the second half. Over the top pass. It's going to be stuffed in by Cam Corrin.
Has 3 double-digit rebounding games, 3 in the last 4. He said it's the energy that you bring. It really reminds me of Dennis Rodman and how he said he would watch his...
Duke 57, Wake 52. Wake has been trailing all night. And Filipowski.
A relentless start on the offensive glass for Duke, which has rebounded 4 of its 6 misses. Here's Devin McLaughlin and Madsen's first 7 straight for Duke. Here's McLaughlin inside Filipowski. Good answer.
His game.
BC very slow to start the half. They're going to look for post, and Filipowski can...
In the corner, next time he gets in the paint, he'll have that option.
McLaughlin from Madsen. McLaughlin's the third Eagle in double figures.
Those are the plays.
Who are the best shooting team in the conference since ACC games got underway. There's Kidd open. Underneath, he'll slam it.
Forcing Mark Mitchell into the trap.
That typically makes his name beyond that three-point line. Padula swings the pass for Kidd. Kidd can't finish the play.
Yeah, the ACC's leader in field goals. Get something going on the offensive end of the floor.
Collins draws the attention. Poteet lost it, though. He's begging for a foul there.
Zone just not doing the job.
Starting lineup you just saw for Louisville, the 8th different one they've used this season as Curtis Williams makes his first start. And Brent, this team is going to reach his potential.
No, he's got to be calculated, but he has to be aggressive, right? He has to consider the weapons and use the space that he has.
In the home of Muhammad Ali, rope-a-dope all night. Do they have a fighting finishes? Huntley Hatfield goes to the line.
And here is Henson, who's their leading scorer. Blake, the 5th best scorer in the ACC, and Federico inside for an early dunk, and the Panthers on the board. The time dates back to 1938, next door at Old Card Gym when they played for the first time. Here's Federico, hard to the basket, blocked by Filipowski.
8-7 overall, 1-3 in the ACC, and the last 3 losses all in ACC action. Bai Dango is the stud fresh.
It's getting some consideration for preseason All-American and hasn't been quite as consistent as you'd like.
And good handoff.
The pressure on the rim, spray the ball out, shoot threes, and continue to drive. Like
so
this.
Filipowski in drop coverage here, and that short roll is there because he's dropping.
Yes, he's backed off, and he's
by 6. Dango sets the screen for Kelly. Another pocket pass. And Dango scores again. So what do you do if you're Duke against ball screens now? And now George. Dango. Tough shot altered by Filipowski. Got a foul. 6-point game. 15 seconds to go. George for Dango. The finish with 10.3 left. Down to a 4-point game.
NBA. High school league, it's just those type of shots. RJ Davis can make it too with the best of it.
Mitchell with the rejection.
And they've done that over the last game in a little bit.
Carlos, nice feed inside. Once again, Fritz finds himself alone for 2.
Remember, this is a team that's gone to places like Arkansas, UCLA, Florida State. Nice.
Jaco Fritz puts Hofstra.
Double team, throw it out. Get it to your open teammates, and you'll get it back as well.
That's 5 assists as Hofstra turns it over. 5 assists for Filipowski.
Senior from Goldsboro, North Carolina. First year in the Georgia Tech program. And as Mike mentioned, played at Western Carolina in the Southern Conference. That's knocked away to Filipowski. Foster. Inside. And Dungo again.
Took the body and then made the finish.
12 points for Filipowski. 2-point game. Alley-oop finish. Dungo ties it.
Just have to play solid defense if you're Duke.
Nate George. Alley-oop. And Dungo tips it. Oh, baby.
Note that John Shires put Kyle Filipowski back into the game with 2 fouls. And a block underneath going against Tyrese for really containing Zach Edey as Arkansas beat Purdue in overtime in that game. What a pass. Ellis finds Lawson. In the next game, as that'll quiet the crowd just a bit and probably not for long. Makai Mitchell. And they'll get noisy again.
La proyección que tiene este roster de potenciales selecciones de primera ronda es brutal. Hablando de NBA, ni decir de la cantidad de jugadores que en tiempo presente
is a projected first-round pick. And Boswell has really improved. He had a great end to last season. Good pass.
Ballo. Can't get it to go. Larson into Ballo. Too strong.
Good challenge up